We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Oh yes, you sons of fucking bitches.
Oh, it's a special. Go with me on this one, Lou. It's a special time.
It is.
It's special show.
For a
Congratulations,
special person.
Maxwell, on your 50th birthday. 50th birthday, everyone. Right, Lou?
50th?
50. 5
Fuck
0.
you.
50.
5-0. Yes,
50.
5-0.
Not
In
quite.
In
No,
fact,
no.
I've got a special surprise for you.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, what you got for
You
me?
ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Wiki. Wow, that was
Nice.
beautiful.
That was
So
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so how does it feel? By the way, this is the drunken sacred drunken rap, whatever, for Maxwell's 50th birthday. How does it feel to be 50?
Half a century.
This is cruise
Half a
control.
century. I'm Louie Logue.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer, who is 49, by the way, not 50, you fuckers.
This is a denial, a complete denial of the truth. But it's okay, Max. I understand that turning 50 is a terrible thing. Or at least a big thing. It's a bit not terrible. I mean, terrible when you are. I mean, I'm not turning 50. Louie, are you turning 50?
No, heck no. I'm not even
right.
close.
Max, I know you, but I mean, even your song, it says, on September 21st, 1974. My parents didn't know.
1975.
My parents didn't know for what was in store. I mean, we all know the lyrics,
right? We all know the
So
lyrics.
now I got you changing the lyrics to my songs.
What?
all
I mean,
know the-
listen, you don't have to deny it. Everyone turns 50, or it's a proud thing. You've survived that long. So this is
Half a
Max's
century, man. Half a century.
You guys
Yeah.
are motherfuckers for that, man. You're trying to tell people I'm older than I am. God damn it.
Oh man.
Actually, you know what? When I do turn 50, it's a milestone. That will be pretty cool, man, next year. So,
Yeah.
but I want to
Next
talk
year,
a little.
sure, man. You keep telling yourself that. 49 forever, man. Whatever you want to say. No, I've got a lot of stuff to talk about too. So a couple stuff. I'm actually I woke up out of a, like, you ever just like lay there, like you just like, I don't need a nap. I just need to. You're getting older, you're just like kind of lay down for a second. You're kind of groggy.
And all of a sudden you doze off.
Yeah. So I kind of like still half out of it. I got some stuff too. Koala might join us. We'll see. Hopefully soon.
Yeah. She had a
right.
wedding to go to, so we'll see.
We'll see.
But, What I was
but
going to say, what's up?
happy birthday, Max. Anyway.
Thank you, man. So
Good.
here's the thing. Everybody wants you to do some extravagant shit all the time, and really, man, I find that
They want you to do extravagant shit. 'Cause it's you.
yeah, or even like, they're always asking you, what are you doing? What do you think? But for me, some of the best gifts are like free things. You know what I'm saying? Like just basic shit.
Mhm.
Somebody sent me a message earlier this week that was really cool, and I was just like, wow, and it was special. It really didn't take that much. I didn't need some extravagant thing to have a great birthday or to make something good or positive.
Oh, what are you talking about? You had all the people come in and hang out with you here in this for on your birthday. It's like either of us wanted to do this.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well,
we're
you still did. That's, what? That's special in itself.
See,
man.
exactly. And we're going to remind you how much we don't want to do it, but we're still doing it because we care, Max.
See,
about
that's
your
that's
birthday.
what's important. Those are the little things,
No.
the little things that kill.
No, but it's true though.
What's funny is I was like, well, why would he want to spend his birthday with us?
Well, you even said that. You're like, well, unless you'd rather do something better and spend it with us. And I'm like, no, actually, this is what I like doing. Well, I was telling a friend of mine, because she was like, well, what are you doing for your birthday? And I'm like, actually, I'm going to be doing my podcast. And she was like, you're going to do your podcast on your birthday? And I'm like, yeah, of
What else
course.
would you? When you're hanging out with people, like for instance, Max and I, if I was out in Vegas, I would be hanging out with Max.
Right?
If Louie is out in Vegas, he probably would be hanging out with Max.
Probably.
And if Koala was out in Vegas, she would probably be, getting paid to hang out with Max.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, wait, why she got to get paid now?
Well,
What's
because the rest of us don't have, I'm just being nice to the lady. Actually, maybe I wasn't being nice. Forget I said anything.
Yeah, you called her a prostitute on
No, I didn't. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. That's not what I meant. I meant
Yeah.
that
If she comes in here, I'll tell her you call her a whore.
her refined. Oh, I fucked up on that one. Forget I said anything. As a matter of fact, you guys, I'll see you all later. You guys have a good night. No, but seriously, the point is that we'd all be hanging out anyways. Like this would be you'd want people to hang out with you, like your friends
you
to hang
wanna
out with
hang
you
out
and
with.
bullshit. So you're doing it anyways, which is the magic of technology is that you actually can do this. You're actually hanging out with the people that you kind of want to hang out with anyways.
On your 50th birthday.
On your 50th
You're
birthday.
gonna keep that going. Okay.
No, maybe we'll see. No,
All
you're
right.
getting close
I
though,
don't-
man. You can and you don't feel like it, right? You don't feel anything.
No.
There's no feeling like
No,
like,
you don't feel different. I don't feel different at all. I just feel like myself.
See, I wonder about that. Go ahead, Louie.
No. I've got nothing. I'm just saying right.
I was just thinking about like that though. Like I wonder if it's because a lot of us have a little bit of Peter, like from our generation and onward, from because of all the technology and shit, have a little bit of Peter Pan syndrome, and that, dude, we're 50 years, or almost 50.
Yeah, pushing 50.
And it almost seems like adults that I looked at that were 50 at, that were, when they turned 50, they acted a lot different than me.
Oh yeah, no question.
Well,
like
maybe
when our
that
parents
was
were
their
in their 50s,
facade.
when our
Yeah.
parents got turned 50, yeah, you could tell like, oh shit, they're in their 50s now. Whereas with us, I still feel like I was when I was 15.
But see, I think that's how they feel too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's all perspective, right?
True
I
that.
don't know. It just seems like the line between adult and kid is blurred a shit ton. Over
Nowadays,
the last 40
right?
years.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't think, like there's 50-year-olds now who still, like, oh, they're like, dude, the new fucking Star Wars is out, and I got the new collector Lego set.
Right.
It's like
This
I
motherfucker's
could
buying
never
toys.
imagine my fucking mom. Now there's a lot of things my parents do that were like stupid, but I could never imagine them going, yes, I'm 50 and I'm gonna go see the new, this new movie, and
The
get
new Marvel fucking whatever. You know,
yeah, like just the new like, I don't know. It just seems like it's different for people our age than it was. Maybe because things were, I'm not sure if it's technology or just mass media or whatever.
Well, I also have this. I also have this theory. I was telling somebody about this the other day. Like when you go into your 40s or like maybe even your mid 40s, like us,
Right.
like the music that you like is the music that you liked back in like when you were like 15, 20, 25,
No question.
basically.
Like
And,
the stuff I'll play is from that time. You know?
and you don't listen to anything else. You're just like, nope, all that other stuff is new and it's debunk and it sucks.
Well,
I don't know though, man.
I don't know.
There's still some new shit that I like that
Yeah,
I
but
still.
here's the thing about the new shit you like, though. When you think about this,
It
the new
sounds
shit
like
you
the
like
old-
It has the
sounds like
vibe of the old
shit.
school. Yeah, it has the
Right.
vibe. The
Yeah,
old
you don't
school
like the
vibe.
bleepy bloopy shit. You don't like the oopy, like you don't like the fucking auto-tuned shit voices that are like that sound like they're fucking choking on a cock or something like that,
Right. But there's an
Like
occasional.
they sound like they're taking a shit while they're singing, like I need a baby money.
But there's an occasional like Katy Perry song I might like. I admit it. There's one or
Yeah,
two
but I
songs
almost
of hers I
guarantee
like.
it. A lot of those have that retro sound. Like a lot of people like Bruno Mars, and the reason they like Bruno Mars is because he has that retro 70s
True.
sound.
Yeah,
He
that's
definitely
true.
has that sound. Yeah,
And that new song of his is ripped straight out of the 60s or 70s.
Right.
Heck
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a great style, but the point is that it's not like the bleepy bloopy or the new country. Like the new country is almost like 80s R&B.
is it?
Kinda.
Oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause it has a
Kinda.
little.
With that fucking fake ass drums and shit.
Yeah, they do use a lot of synthetic drums in it now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
And they all, but they always talk about the same. There's always alcohol in every song, but that wasn't always the case with country. It used
You
to be
sure
like
about
country.
that?
Yeah, a lot of country did talk about alcohol a lot.
I don't know, but
I think
every
it's always
single
been
song, where we're drinking and it's sipping,
just that it's a different way of talking about it. I think in the older songs, it's more depressed out drinking, like, well, I'm drinking my baby goodbye or some shit
Right.
like.
Well, I think, and it's interesting. I think it's also like, I think if Gin and Juice came out now, it'd be a country song. Rolling
You know
down
what?
the
I'm surprised-
street, smoking
Window,
window,
sipping on gin and juice.
yeah, laid back.
Actually, dude, I wouldn't be
With my
surprised.
mind
If
on my money.
money on my mind.
I wouldn't be surprised if some country dude redid that. That
They
actually
should.
sounds like something that they would
I
do.
wouldn't be surprised.
But it would be rolling, drinking my beer, and beer and hooch or something like that.
They might still keep it a gin and juice.
You're right.
Gin and
Because
juice,
they
yeah.
can, like I said, because even not current country's got that. Well, I'm working, you know.
Yeah, they still have
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
It's
elements
like a
of
rap. They're
hip-hop.
like a lot of it's hip hop, rappy
Yeah.
now.
It is. It
Yep,
is.
yep.
It is.
And it's interesting because a lot of it's some of it's all right, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of it is.
but we still, like I said, like all the music new music stuff that the new stuff that I like, it does seem to have that kind of like 80s, early 90s flair, like even a
Right.
little bit.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, true that. I mean,
Yeah.
it has to kind of have that for us to like it, sort of.
It actually has a consistent melody and good lyrics, and is actually not shit.
But it's weird because I was at a college football game today, and there was some people in the crowd that were singing along with some of the newer rap stuff that was on the speaker system,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't even know those songs, and those songs don't even sound good. Oh,
look.
iPhone is here.
Koala is here. Wow.
Give it a second. They're still connecting.
Oh, that's true. She's still connecting. Yeah. Okay.
iPhone is here.
iPhone, huh? Yeah. So, but so you were hearing these songs, and what were you thinking?
Yeah, what I was thinking was, I don't even know the lyrics to these songs. I don't even know, and they don't sound good to me either. And these people in the background, in the back of me, were just like singing them like at the top of their lungs, like it was like the best song ever. And I'm like, no, it sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it is, man. It's crazy aging, but I was getting, and I'd love to hear Koala's take on this too, when she gets her connection and everything going good. But like the birthday text, the birthday phone call, I prefer the texts. I really don't like the phone calls much, because then now you're engaged in a dimple conversation. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. You're kind of talking about it, but it's weird because you just want to hang out. You want to celebrate the day, but you also want to do what you like. But you don't need a big. I'm sure you got a bunch of people saying, "Are you going to want to come hang out with me today?" Or anybody else ask you to do anything?
Nobody's really asked me to do anything, but they asked me if I was doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, "So what you got planned tonight? You got family? You got to do?" And I'm just like, "No, actually, I'm going to do my podcast, and that's it." But like I said, man, the very simple shit is what I like, man. I don't need this big rock and roll butt fuck, man. It's like I'm cool with just us hanging out, doing what we're doing. I mean, this is more fun than anything.
Now, does Louie in our audience, do you know what a rock and roll butt fuck is, Louie?
Good point.
Nah, he just makes up stuff, and I just
no. This has been around for like 30 years. This is called a rock and roll. We have a song. It's a rock and roll
butt fuck. Yep.
Yeah. And basically, what a rock and roll butt fuck is when someone tries to make something out of every single situation, like into something big and badass. Oh, it's a rock and roll butt fuck, man. We're we're doing this and doing that. We're gonna go out and do this. We're gonna have all this fun. It's like, dude, I just want to hang out. No, man, you got to make it into a rock and roll butt fuck.
It's got to be like a
big deal.
Bash, a big deal.
Everything, too.
Exactly.
And it's like little things you don't want to be. And it's usually things you don't want to be a big deal. You just kind of want to chill. It's like, no, I want to chill. No, bro. It's like.
That's, well, here's the other thing, too. What the butt fuck part of it is like, it's a lot of unnecessary work for something that's probably not going to be that fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, great. It's a rock and roll butt fuck, man. Like, oh,
it's
yeah.
Like,
okay.
It's like, okay, great. You turned, what are we saying he is now?
Well, you guys are saying 50 because you're fuck faces.
Yeah. Well, hey, you can be in denial. Like I said, September 21st, 1974.
1975. My parents were in for quite a shocking surprise.
No, that's not how I remember it, dude. Come on.
You got you know what you got? You got the Mandela effect going on.
Yeah, you got the Mandela effect going on.
Right.
Oh, here she is. Hey there, Koala. Mandela effect. So,
hello, Koala's in the house. Yay!
All right, now the party can start. So, Koala,
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, he's.
I beat you to it.
I know you did. Well, I knew you would. Because that's what
you
had planned on doing.
I did a beatbox happy birthday.
Let me just put since you guys are telling everybody I'm 50.
He's not. He is 50.
Are you 50?
No, I'm 49, but they keep telling everyone I'm 50.
He's always 49. I was fucking with him. That was
Yeah,
my little fun.
that's true. Yeah, oh, 49. Yeah.
49
Yeah,
plus
sure.
one.
Yeah, you're all
Oh,
49
I
for the
know.
next 10 years, buddy.
And cruise control made a little prostitute comment about you.
What?
Oh.
I did not. What? I did not. It was-
Did you talk about my
Oh,
services?
Well, basically,
dear. See,
because
you're
he
not
was saying,
supposed to do that.
if we were in Vegas, we'd be hanging out with you, and if Koala was in Vegas, well, you'd probably have to pay her to hang out with you. But
Oh well, that is true. That is
oh shit!
Damn.
See?
Damn! All right.
No, but it's in the quiet inside clause going. I'm gonna Jeff Mac the cruise is screwed. He's screwed. He's fucked up, man. I'm gonna get him back later on the show or something like that, or I'll get a call later on in the morning, something from the federal government or something.
No. I'm not. I don't do that anymore. We're good.
But by the way, Koala, I
she-
think you saw my
she's-
text, but I'm having some internet issues, so hopefully I don't drop out here.
She's in a good mood today. She's gonna be clowning everybody today.
Yeah. Well-
I'm in a good mood.
Oh, I want. Oh, I
you go to
wonder why you.
you go to a wedding ceremony and come back all chipper.
Yeah, what happened there?
Probably a couple drinks, right?
No, actually, I came back, and I'm back, and that is happy for me.
So wait, you didn't really want to go to this wedding, is what you're saying, right?
No, I didn't, but I did. It was one of those things where it's a friend of mine who I love her dearly. I don't love her friends dearly, and so I did my part. And I came back early, and I was able to get a ride to come back early. And I'm very happy because it was they're very San Francisco,
Oh no.
yeah,
that's all you had to say.
Yeah,
That's
all you
all
had to
you
say
got
was
to
San
say.
Francisco.
Speaking of rock and roll butt fuck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. That's literally
Pretty much.
Well, at least Louie has a thorough understanding of what the term means.
It's pretty much rock and roll butt fuck, and but I really like. I care about her a lot, and I like the guy she's marrying, so I wanted to be there to, for the main thing, for the I do's and shit, and didn't need to be there for the rest,
and be there for the I object.
Yeah.
Wow. Speak of forever, hold your piss.
Didn't have to hold my piss. And I did. I didn't piss my
you
pants.
just piss all over the place.
I didn't piss my
Oh,
dress.
man, that'd be a great wedding.
Well, you hold it in reserve if you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
That way you can go home, no problem.
Right.
They're like, please get her out of here.
Get the hell. Get the blink out of here, please.
She just pissed all over herself.
God damn it again. Oh, gee.
She keeps doing that.
You know what? And you're like, oopsie, I got to ride home. Okay.
Oops.
You get in the car. All right, I need to get home out here, man.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to piss anymore. Don't worry about it. No, it was good though. It was good. So I'm home.
Cool.
I'm home.
Nice. Back where you want to be.
Yeah.
Back in the USSR.
I want to be. I'm actually excited about the USSR because I'm finding out that we have a fucked up country here. So,
You're just now finding this out?
yeah, well, no, I've known it for a while, but I'm really opening myself to it. Yes. I was put on diabetes medication because I have a heart condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have a story about all that. That's right. You want to talk about that.
I have a better story now.
All
I
right.
fucking fell on my carpet. So yeah. I have been through the ringer, and I had to actually use the blind card, which works very well.
Yay for using the blind card every once in a while.
I know. You got to do what you got to do. I said there could be I'd hate to mention a possible ADA violation.
Ooh.
And I got everything I wanted.
Maybe you
I'd
should
hate to mention it, which I did mention, by the way. I mentioned it.
Well,
But I'd
give
hate
some-
to mention it.
Give some background on what's going on, because
Yeah,
these guys I don't
what
think know
happened?
the story.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So since I talked to y'all's, um, and I had the mold issue, um,
Oh
because
yeah.
that had upset my liver and my kidneys, I actually went in a couple days later because I wasn't breathing right, and I finally had had enough. And I went in and I thought, well, maybe I had walk-in pneumonia. Well, they diagnosed me with congestive heart failure.
Oh
Oh
shit.
no.
So I had to stay in the hospital for 4 days and get the fluids drained. Um, it's a great weight loss program, by the way, ladies.
Better than
It's-
Ozempic.
you piss out everything. Um,
Right. Huh.
but I did have some circulatory concerns, and but so I got out of the hospital and I got put on 3 different medications.
Holy shit.
And they were the lowest dose that they could do. And the guy that I actually liked, the one cardiologist I talked to who got me out of there. I said, I need to go home. He said, yeah, you do. You're going to do better at home than you're going to do here, because you should not be here. So this is where people don't get well. And you're obviously, he said, can I ask you to do a few things for me? Just, you have to weigh yourself every day, take your blood pressure multiple times a day, and chart it. And then I'll send you home. Can you commit to that? And I said, yeah, I'm good with that. So he put me on 3 different things, the lowest possible dose of everything. And he said, I don't want to disrupt your system, because what I want to do, hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is let you figure out what
What
works.
works for you?
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean your patient gets to think for themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this guy might lose his license. Holy shit.
I think so. And he actually said, I hate to tell you this, Miss So-and-so, but this is an art and a science. So
Oh yeah.
I can tell you what I think is going to work for you, but what you have to understand is I don't know.
But that's with that's with a lot of things though. You know that, right? Everybody
Yes.
knows that, right? Like I tell my clients, if they're taking medication, okay, and if something's not working for them, though, there's a side effect or there's some sort of thing that's happening, and they're, I don't know, just what, maybe they have diarrhea or something's happening. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
they
yeah.
they feel super sleepy or whatever they feel zombie like or whatever. It's like, okay, that medication's not going to work for you, but they'll figure out something else that'll work for you. And you'll just keep taking medications until they figure out, okay, this is the right thing for you. This is going to be the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
but it is, like you said, it's an art and a science. There's an art to it too, and the art is they don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time, but they're
Right.
they're figuring it out as they go. Because people are different. One, me versus you.
Yeah.
One thing might work for you and might not work for me. Same vice versa, right? So
Right. So
Well,
they let you go home, I guess, right?
So he let me go home, and then I got my scale on Amazon. I got my blood pressure thing on Amazon. I got, and I started being super diligent, and everything was going great. I was losing more weight, but not too much, because you have to chart it. You have to wait, because they don't want you to lose more in a week, because they want to basically determine, are you losing water weight or fat weight? And
Okay.
so I was losing just a little bit more weight, and it was fine. Everything was good, and everything was going the way it needed to go. Didn't have any side effects. I'd run up the stairs at work, because I have like this staircase. It's like a 26 stairs, and I go up, and I was fine. And I could do I did a shorter week the first week back, and then I was like, no, I'm good. So I did everything great. Well, I went in for the cardiology follow up to this PA, and she, first of all, just didn't. Everything was like a checkbox. Okay, great, great, great. Not, oh, that's good. Nothing like positive at all. Just like, oh, okay, you don't have shortness of breath. You don't have pain in the chest. I said, first of all, I never had pain in the chest. Can we please get that fucking thing off?
Would help if they read your chart.
Yeah. She didn't know I was blind. I had my cane, and she said, so the distinctness in your eyes, how does that affect your vision? And I pulled out the white cane and I said, well,
you should have turned around and left.
Distinctness doesn't affect my vision. The vision creates the distinctness in my eyes, the condition I have.
Wow.
And she's like, I don't understand. I said, clearly. So I said, I have Leber's amaurosa, and it's a very unknown condition. And my mom just told me that there's been.
Wait a minute. You have what?
Leber's amaurosa.
Is it congenital?
Yeah.
We have the same eye condition.
Oh, shit. Really?
And it's very rare.
Yes.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's interesting. Damn. Okay. Oh. Wow.
So usually when I say what my eye condition is, I say Leber's congenital amaurosis.
Well, yes.
You said Leber's amaurosis, and I said, wait a minute, that's got to be the same thing.
Well, I'm done with. Yes, it is the same thing.
Damn, that's funny that you guys have the same one.
So anyway, wow. So this bitch.
So
this
she left me. She left me in the office.
Oh boy.
Because I was starting to ask questions. She said, "Well, I'm going to put you on this," and I said, "Well, wait a minute. No, the doctor, he put me on this, and he didn't want me on anything further until we had more." Well, studies show.
Oh boy.
Studies show that people do better on these, and blah blah blah. And how she got me? Now she got me, guys. I will admit she got me. Now how she got me was she said morbidity rates are high with CHF, with what you have.
Which is kind of
she tried to scare you, is what she did.
She scared the shit out of me, and so I actually did take it, and then I had a reaction at work, and I stopped taking it. I caught it. And I stopped being able to finish my sentences correctly.
Oh shoot!
Oh no!
And my head was spinning, and I thought, oh, okay. All I needed, but I was reasonable. I thought all I need to do, I need to eat an apple. I need to do something. So I ate an apple, and I drank some water. And so when you have CHF, you're on restricted fluids. And I thought, no, I gotta get this under control. So then I just stopped taking it. And then the next time she called to badger me about, did I get my blood work?
So all this happened in the past month and a half.
Yeah.
Since all of this talk.
Jesus.
Wow.
So she called me, and or no, she didn't call me, but the office called me to see if I got my blood work scheduled. And I said, yes, I got it scheduled. I'm going to go in next day. And then how's it going with the blah, 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 the spirulactone? And I said, I'm not taking it. Here's why. And then I got a message. You need to start taking it, and you need to take half doses. So I started taking half doses.
Oh no.
I ended up on the floor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
so you
getting
passed
up.
out. Basically.
I was getting up ready to go to work, and I'm like, oh, I'm going down. And I thought, I'm going to go down here. And then I thought, well, should I try to get back to bed? Nope, because then you're by furniture. If you go down here, you're good. And so I ended up on the floor, really bruised my shoulder bad. I went in and got an IV at the hospital because they were like, you're so dehydrated right now. Your blood pressure was 93/54.
Holy fuck.
That's way too low.
That is, that's wow.
And she was having me shoot for, she's like, well, I won't let you get off any medication unless you're 110/60 consistently. And I thought, well, that's not right. And then my boss was pissed. Not that I missed work, but he was pissed that I was over medicated. And he was like, here's what
pissed
you tell
at
her.
them for over medicating you. Yeah.
He's like, they over medicated you. Here's what you need to say. And I said, well, what about non-compliance? And he said, she left you in the treatment room. Yeah. He said, all you have to do is say that you don't want to deal or you don't want to mention ADA violations. That's all you have to say. Like, just use it.
I wouldn't even go back. I would do it as like stay away.
No. I called and she well, she had she wanted to put me on a different medication, and I took
course.
the appointment, and I said, I basically reamed her because I wanted to. And it was basically about, I need to be more important than you are, which is, yeah,
You're the patient.
power play.
Yeah.
But I did it. And, I had some coffee, and I was like, no, I got this. And I said, I was on the floor. And she's like, yeah, we're going to take you off that medication, and we're going to put you on this. And I said,
No.
not one word of an apology from you. Not one.
Wow.
And she said, well, we can't know until we try it. And I said, you know what? Why don't you try it? I said, why don't you try it? And she's like, excuse me, I don't have the condition. I said, yeah, so you don't have any idea. And I said, you didn't even tell me the possibility of the side effects. And she said, I always do. And I said, well, sweetheart, you were having a bad day then because you didn't.
Right. She never laid it out for you. What may
You
happen.
did not. And yeah. And I said, this is what I had. And what are the side effects you are diligently going to tell me about with this new one? And she's, well, there aren't really any. And I'm, here we go. Another bad day.
Yes, it's not true. Every
Single
single
fucking one of them
medication,
does.
Yes.
every single medication
And why
has a
does
side effect.
I just don't
It's
understand it? Like,
what are you
okay,
willing to deal with?
There are
You know?
diabetes medications. I researched it.
Do not take them.
My blood sugar was dropping.
Yeah.
That's
I was
what
going to
was
say, it was
happening.
taking your blood sugar down.
That's what was
Yeah.
happening. That's why you
Yeah.
were falling and whatever else.
And I
Wow.
couldn't, yeah. And they're primarily used for diabetes,
Mhm.
have also had success in certain heart conditions.
So here's the crazy thing about that. Like pharmacology wise, not that I know much about pharmacology,
Pharmaceutical, as cruise control would
but-
say.
but like when it comes to like let's say like mental health meds, some meds are actually, they'll say this is used primarily for depression, but off label it's used for
Yep.
anxiety.
Ozempic is
Mhm.
that way.
And I'm like, well, what does that mean off label? And they're like, yeah, that means that they could use it for anxiety, even though it's technically used for depression.
Yeah, that's what Ozempic. That's why everyone's on this Ozempic, because off labal. It's supposed to. It's not meant
Help
to be
you lose weight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it injects leptin leptin into your
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
So
You don't feel hungry. Right.
yeah. And so you have no idea how to eat, but you know that you can't because you don't
Right.
want to. So I basically fired this bitch because she kept, and then I said, what about the blood pressure? Oh no, 130/80. That would be fine. I said, well, that's the only significance in the difference between those two numbers is a 50-point differential. Because you said 110/60. Now you're saying 130/80. I said, the only thing that I'm noticing similar is 50 points difference. So which one is it? And she said, well, I just feel that you're not open to, I'm like, no, you're
Not
actually
open? I'm not
I
open to
said-
fucking passing out at work.
Yeah.
Did you tell her about the 93/54?
Yeah,
no kidding.
I told her about that, and she didn't apologize for any of it. She's like, well, if you feel that the treatments, I'll respect that. I said, you know what you're going to respect actually is the fact that I don't trust you, and the fact that I'm going to go somewhere else.
Don't
And
go
she
anywhere
said-
else.
And she said, well, I'd love for you to talk to Dr. Keefe. And I said, oh, I am going to talk to your supervisor. Absolutely. Because he's going to know why he's lost a patient. And it's because of you. So I called and I got another doctor, and he immediately messaged me. He said, if you haven't started taking the new thing that's on your chart, please don't start.
Oh, good. I would just stay away unless you're having trouble.
They don't care. They don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
So now you're not taking any of that stuff. Right?
No, I'm taking the 3 medications that the doctor
original
prescribed.
doctor, the original
when-
doctor from the hospital. Or whatever.
Yeah, and actually, this is the guy that I got because it wasn't. I had 3 different doctors in the hospital because they had rotations, and I got attached to one of them who he has a good reputation, but his PA is not good. And so
now your blood pressure and sugar levels are back to normal.
They're getting back to normal.
Good.
I'm
It's taking a while to get
Yeah, I was
back
going
to
to say
normal.
there's a process here. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But I love that he was like, if you haven't started taking it, please don't start. And if you have started, just stop. And he explained to me, he said, you can research it. Those are diabetic medications, and
wow.
Oh
they
my
drop your
God.
blood sugar.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I wonder if this
You should
person,
never have been on it.
this is why when you
Pissed.
get people that won't listen to you, that's what I'm saying. You get these
But what
fucks
it-
who won't
but-
listen.
but okay, but is that? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how. I mean, did they accidentally give you
No,
medication that's
they're
for diabetes, or
no.
do they think that that's what works for the congestive heart
They
failure
are
thing?
they are used for congestive heart failure, but the problem is, I think it was due to environmental stress.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too.
And so when they got my PET scan,
Thanks a lot, guys, for giving her crap about the rats.
yeah,
Right?
right.
Oh, wait, are
but
you
we
putting
got
it
a
on
healthy, yes, yes. But we got a healthy return on my heart on the PET scan.
Don't rattle
Okay.
my cage like that.
So wait a
It
second. Your heart. Okay.
wasn't healthy. Now it's healthy.
I
Now
think
it's
it was due
healthy
to
again.
stress. I think, like Louis said, it's due to stress. That's it.
Yeah.
Like anything,
Or
I mean, like
it's-
when we get, now that we're older, we get a little more anxious, about things, and we're like,
Well, I've got a weird theory, and this is also part of what I try not to do. Is get to the point where I'm extremely extreme about it,
Worked
like almost
up?
conspiracies. It's like almost like religiously extreme. But my
right.
theory is that a lot of these things that you go into a doctor and they find, if you don't do anything about them, I know a lot of them they help you. Don't get me wrong, but a
Yeah.
lot of do anything, it works itself. Like medication sometimes need to be on this, and it's like, well, no, I don't. If for instance, diabetes is a perfect example.
Yeah.
If you eat better, a lot of people can reverse diabetes without any medication.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's
Yeah,
just the truth. There's no like, oh well, that's just no. If you eat better and you can reverse, so you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like the scary part about it is I don't want to get to the point where I'm like, oh fuck these doctors, but every fucking thing I
But
hear, it's like
our
fuck these
bodies-
Right. It
doctors.
just reinforces
so-
what
Yeah.
you think. Yeah.
So, just to get a little slightly religious, not too much, but, so God made the body perfectly and he made it to where it could fix itself, right?
Well,
Sure.
here's an example. Last year, my shoulder was hurting. Like every time I
Mhm.
got up, my shoulder was hurting for like months, for like weeks.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh fuck, and I'm like, well, no, you got it. You should go to get it worked out. I'm like, yeah, I might get it worked out, and I didn't.
You procrastinated, and then,
And after a while, it went away.
yeah.
Yeah. Just
And
like
then,
everything.
And then it happened with
Don't
my
tell
other
people
one.
that. That really ruins my business.
No. But no.
That's all right. See,
because
that's the way these
Had you
motherfuckers.
come in earlier?
no.
That's
No,
but see, that's the
there-
way these motherfuckers think, though. Oh yeah, don't tell people that.
But that's my point, is that a lot
Right.
of these things will go away because they're not permanent. But people think once they have something, they got to go get it worked. I'm not saying you did, because obviously you went in for specific reasons. So now you don't have the congestive heart failure, or is it still?
Well, I still have it, technically, because it's a diagnostic. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, but they can't find any now. Why she wanted
It's
to put
more
me on
like,
the
it's probably not like now they'll say something like congestive heart failure in remission. Or
yeah
something like that.
yeah
right?
In
yeah
remission.
exactly. So
Yeah.
when she
So they
wanted
don't
to put
wipe
me
it
on the
off
other
the
thing,
chart, which really sucks, because I mean sometimes it's like, dang, you have congestive heart failure. I'm like, yeah, but it's in remission. He's like, you have to explain yourself to
Right.
And the
right.
reason it's in remission is because of the medications
Well,
it took for a little while. That's what
Yeah, those
happened.
medications
Yeah.
were so great, and that doctor did wonderful things for you.
well, that's why I put it on there. And then they she said, well, I said, there's nothing. I was at 23% returns, which was really low, and now I'm at no problem, which is perfect. And I said, my heart's fine.
Wow.
So
Thank
well,
God.
we still
Well,
don't
first
know
of all,
what's wrong.
let's get a round of applause, or at least a woohoo for fucking that. At least
Fuck
you don't have to worry
yeah.
about that you're getting your chart checked out. But that also makes you wonder: is it okay?
Right.
Right.
I'm
You mean
totally
is it a false?
paranoid
Is it
now.
a false
Totally
a false
paranoid.
Who the
negative?
fuck
right?
knows, man? Who
Yeah.
the fuck knows?
Yeah. That's
Right.
why I try to stay away from doctors if I can.
Well,
Unless
and
I get a
that's what
real issue.
why I like this guy, because he was the
Like
guy
your
that-
leg.
Yeah, well, that was bad. That needed, but
Well, there was that.
but that was what sucked so bad because I hated the fact that I had to go into doctors and be checked out and all this kind of shit.
But even with that, there were differing opinions between the
Mhm.
doctors.
Yeah, and they weren't doing the right
Yes, there
thing,
were.
and they were,
You're right. You're right. They
It's
weren't.
like,
They
what the
weren't. Yep. I was getting different shit every time.
This is why I am actually hopeful for AI. And it's like if it doesn't destroy us, this is why it's going to be amazing because
It
AI
doesn't
will be
destroy us.
impartial in that way. It'll look at stuff in terms of cold hard, no bullshit, no having a bad day or being tired. It
Or
just
needing
kind of looks at
money.
your shit. It also will do it based upon your individual DNA, so they can look at all the like AlphaFold can look at all the folded proteins and all this crazy shit that it can do. And it's impartial. Like I said, it's not going to be about, well, this company is going to push me to sell this product. Like,
Mhm.
Right.
you know,
Is
Yeah.
it not? Is it not though? Or can they?
I fucking hope not. Stop it.
program
Stop
that
it.
Yeah,
in?
you can
No,
program. Well,
God
They'll
damn
really
it.
start fucking with you.
My dad was a computer programmer. Oh, what did he say?
Uh-huh.
Garbage in, garbage out, right? So
Uh-huh.
you could actually program it to be
Yeah,
like,
I know.
choose
It's
this
all-
medication if you want to choose a medication
Uh,
for this
Thank you,
actually, it could be.
disease.
It
Thank
could be
you,
worse
Louie,
because it
for
won't.
And who's programming the machine? Obviously.
Because it
also
won't
somebody
allow
who's
you
for
back
ruining
out.
my
It doesn't have an
utopian
opinion.
future.
Yes.
For giving me any hope for anything other than dystopian nightmare fucking future.
Well,
Shit, man. I hope you don't
I'm
have
trying-
congestive heart
I'm-
failure getting stressed out over this or something, man.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to like to become more upbeat and optimistic about the way things are
Nope,
going.
nope.
No,
Nope.
and I look at my
I
government, I look at everything.
We gotta keep it
God
down,
damn you
man.
guys.
Keep you
We gotta
real.
keep you
Keep it
down.
real. Hey,
Yeah.
I fell on my floor a couple weeks ago. I'm going to keep you real.
Yeah,
Okay?
thank you. Thank you
Grounded.
for not allowing me to hope. I appreciate it. It's just,
What are
it's great.
friends for, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
right?
seriously, you guys are amazing.
Not even 50 yet, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Max,
That's scary too because you don't know whether it's from the medication either. You don't know what it's from. It could be from the medication you think it is, but what if it isn't? And then you're like, and your whole fucking mind is jacked, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
I know. I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to go find her. I'm going to go kill her.
Oh, hey, now.
It's like-
Actually, we didn't mention any names, so no one knows.
Yeah, we don't know what-
the
yeah, we
two
don't know
or
who
three
that is.
viewers that view this podcast did not hear what she
No,
just
here,
said.
exactly.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No,
Exactly.
it's fine. It's fine. I mean, the blind person, there's no way I'll be found.
Blind Fury 2. Koala, the Revenge of Koala.
Well, I had
Funny.
that.
The Avenging Koala.
You
Actually,
know
that'd be a
about that?
good movie.
Did I tell you? I told you guys about the psycho blind chick that I was sort of kind of seeing about a year or
No.
so ago. That
I don't think
Well,
so.
I think you told us about a few of them, but which one is this?
well, this is a blind girl, and
The one with the gun, the
yeah,
boyfriend
the gun
thing.
one. Oh, so you remember?
Oh,
yeah, where she
shit.
where she threatened to go shoot up. She got angry at one organization out here that deals with blind people, and she
Don't
said she was
fuck
going
with
to
blind
people,
basically go
man.
in there and shoot
Was
the
it,
place
was it
up.
like the NFB of Nevada?
You don't
or
wanna
something?
fuck- you don't wanna
NFB
fuck with
chapter
us,
of
man.
Nevada?
No, actually, it was it was a different
ACB?
organization. It was another one.
ACB?
No, not one of those. Actually, you know what? Our NCB has
Who-
disbanded,
who-
dude.
What? But
NCB?
wait.
Yep.
What? What other organizations are there
Right,
that she
right.
could shoot up?
Well, there's these are all right.
The
Fuck
American
it.
Foundation of the
This
Blind.
was it was called Blind Connect, and what they do is they do
Okay. Blind
they do
people.
yeah. Well, they have a day
Blind People
program.
Incorporated, BPI.
They do a
All right, all
they
right,
do
all
a
right.
program
So-
where they actually have they train blind people based on their needs. So like the
Oh,
daily-
is this the center?
no, not that fucking shithole. Not that motherfucker. They don't train people shit. That's adult daycare is what the fuck that is.
They put
Ah,
people go
you
on the
can't-
choo-choo train there. That's what they do.
You can't shoot adult daycare. That's not nice.
No, this was Blind Connect. That's a different organization. This is one
Okay.
where they have a day program where they actually train blind people on mobility training, assistive
Sure.
technology training,
Okay.
daily living skills if you need that. Depending
She
on
wanted
what
to
your
blow
needs
up that place. She wanted to shoot up that place.
are. Yeah, she went there because and I guess
She
got
just
involved.
had it.
Yeah, it was a long story. She was a crazy bitch anyway.
They made me use
Uh,
a 60-inch cane. Oh, god damn it. That was it.
Well, there was others. Somehow
They
she
made
got
me use a cane, and I'm used to a dildo. It was awful.
Okay,
Jam
Max.
that up my
Somehow-
hoo-ha.
well, somehow she got involved.
I have a question for you. What
Okay.
what length is your cane?
Who's cruise controls?
Wait a second. What? No, he's asking
The
Max.
length. The length.
You asking me?
Your cane.
Oh, my cane?
Yeah.
My cane's a 54-inch.
Okay.
Yeah, just a regular 54-inch
Oh,
cane.
is that a blind thing? Like a total? Is that a total thing that I don't know about?
Well,
Yeah.
because the cane has to cover from the ground to 2 inches below your breastplate. Technically, that's
Right.
So
But
depending on the person's,
there's some organizations that believe that the cane has to go all the
Go
way up
to your chin. Yeah.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is it's
Fucking-
below
that'd
the
be fucking
breastplate.
dangerous, man. Blind people.
Yeah, I think it would be too.
Jesus,
It's
is
good.
it a fucking 10? What is it? A
Yeah.
fucking quarterstaff? What are they like? Like a spear?
Right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, I remember that dude.
Well, wait a
set.
minute. How tall are you though? Because that's
I'm 5'11" and
crazy.
I'm
because
5'11"
I'm
and a half.
5'4" and I have a 52-inch,
50, really?
and
That's a big fucking cane for you.
so that goes up to the top of. So you're thinking breastplate like the xiphoid process.
And yeah, your sternum, basically. Yeah. right
Okay,
below your sternum.
so I was taught the breastplate like past the boobs.
No, this is below the boobs if
Okay,
you're a
yeah.
female.
Good God, is anything fucking certified like actual like certified like medically by anybody in this fucking world? We'd all well, I heard
Everybody
it.
just makes their own shit up.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it sounds like.
spirulactone, and then you
Fucking
could end up on the
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Yeah,
floor.
that's you know what? No, it's that
That's
flavor of the
that's
month
funny
shit.
that cruise control has been in the basically in the blind world for all that time, all this time, and he's never heard of the whole cane issue.
The-
the
the
Because I ain't
size
a
of the
fucking
cane.
total, man. I ain't one of you fucking totals. What the fuck?
Oh my
Fucking
god.
totals. Fuck you,
Ah, dude.
Hey, settle down there, dystopia.
Damn
Yeah,
right, man.
Mr. Partial.
Damn
Stigness.
right. It's gonna be a world of one-eyed people in the world. And the AI is gonna poke everybody's one left eye.
That's
out.
why they call it AI.
Everything's AI. Just
It's
one.
one eye,
AI.
Just one eye.
That's why you like it.
AI, man, that's
Why he
gonna make
likes it
everybody
so
one eye.
much.
God damn it.
One eye to rule them all.
that would be a utopia for him, huh?
Yeah, everybody has one eye.
It's AI.
Yep.
I
And it's
have
like
AI.
it's the new world. It's like a rift between the right and the left. Like one eye, like half the population has their left eye poked out, half the
Mhm.
population has their right eye. So I hate those right wingers.
Yep.
Those right eyers. Those right eyers suck.
Right. Oh, that could be where it goes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But see,
that
like
sucks.
if a right-eyed man meets a left-eyed woman, it'd be incomplete, right?
That
I
actually
guess.
sounds like a song. When
If
a
a
right-eyed man meets a left-eyed woman.
Oh no. Oh no. Did we-
One-eyed woman. We are the
Oh my God.
Right on, man. I need a right on man.
Everybody came up with a different song. That's hilarious.
That's great. We all had a different idea what we wanted it to sound like, you know?
It's crazy.
Right.
So we got a bunch of stuff here, but it just reinforces, like I said, like this you don't know what the doctor's motives are anymore, and that's probably the worst thing about it. You really don't. Like,
Yeah.
are they pushing this medication for? Well, we want you this week because there are like newsletters push this medication for heart disease this week. Oh well, it's it's been known to kind of help with that. I mean, it's not really tested for that, but some show that works for it. So
I mean,
Yeah.
look at I think it was like Viagra, right? They came up with they figured it out that it made dudes hard, but at first it was like a heart medication or a blood pressure.
It
or
was.
some kind
It
of
was. It
medication,
was
something
blood
like that.
thinner, and it was actually used for
Yeah,
athletes.
Oh,
yeah,
It
and then
pumps your blood up.
yeah, and
Oh,
then they
interesting.
figured out,
Okay.
hey, guess what? For the old guys in town, it makes your dick hard. So it's like, whoa, here you
Mhm.
go.
Give it to old guys. Yeah. Well,
It's
and
just-
that's the problem. It's these things have a lot of double uses for
well, the
different
problem
shit.
is money. It's all fucking money.
Yeah.
It's all money. I got a like there's this something going on in Eugene right now. It's a union battle. All right,
Okay.
and
Okay,
my buddy,
here we go
my
with
buddy's
Eugene, Oregon. Oh,
Yeah. Eugene Union are kind of synonymous.
my buddy's in
You
a
better thank a union.
now. I don't know. There's a lot of just a serious conversation. Oh, Jesus.
So anyway,
Forget
continue.
Forget I
the
said
union
just don't you
member.
just forget it. Forget I said anything. I'm just gonna let it go. You know what? If you don't want to take my
Go ahead.
serious,
Go ahead.
Continue. The union and
Unions.
your buddy. What happened?
so he's in this bit. He's the Teamster union is going on strike. Because the company that they're on, they have a plan with them before that has a pension plan, and the company doesn't want to use the pension plan, right?
Mhm.
They want to go to 401k because because it's cheaper.
Cheaper.
Of course.
Of course,
Yep.
and it always comes down to cheaper. And I'm like, okay, when it's like when the company's saying, well, we need to cut costs and stuff like that, and I'm not a union guy, believe me, I know the problem with unions.
Oh, yeah.
And especially the Teamsters union, because they actually will and all those unions will endorse a candidate even though you don't like
Take
that
out
candidate.
Jimmy Hoffa and
Oh yeah,
bury
they'll
him
force
in
you to
Yankee
vote
Stadium.
for a motherfucker. Yeah, hell yeah.
So there's a ton of that stuff right now. So now the company's on strike and they're picketing outside of the building because they refuse to sign a new contract unless the union does not do a pension. And I can understand that a little bit for the company, but not really in some ways. Like, because the company's making a profit. Let's say the company has $50 million in expenses, and they make $100 million. So they're making $50 million in profit, right?
Right.
We're talking. So all their expenses, including the pension, are paid up. So they're still making a fucking profit, regardless. So what they're really doing is saying, you know what, we need to make. Even though the pension, because the unions, they voted on the pension whether they wanted to go to 401k or not, and they or most and the majorities voted to stay with the pension. They want to keep the pension. It's more secure, and there are benefits to both. Like I said, I don't want to go into that too much. That'd be a fantastic conversation. Oh well, 401k and pension. But the point is that this company is going. They're not going. We're not making any profit. We absolutely cannot keep this pension going because otherwise we will not make a profit, and we have to cut somewhere. We have to cut. They're going. We need to make we can't make less money, even though we can find other ways to make. We're still making a major profit, but we can't make less. We got to make more, even if it's going to fuck our people over.
Yeah, well, that's how it's corporate Jim, man. We got to make more money. We got to make more cash.
I mean, I don't. Well, it's a company needs. Do they? Or are they just they just cannot not make more? We're not making more profit this year, but you're still making 50 million profit. And you could, what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with that?
Cruise control is like the place when you used to work for. Remember when they outsourced you guys? They're still making money, but they're saving money.
They outsourced. You mean like they sent them to the green?
Oh man, so the guy who used to be cruise control answering the phone. Now is Davey the Dune Coon answering the phone.
It's not only that, but it's also they do it to everybody. They don't just do it to their employees. It does well if they're making $100 million in profit. Amazon, we're making that just hand over fist, but we could make even more if we cut out the American customer service agent.
But
you're already
Bezos makes so much money.
But you're already making $50 billion in profit. But we need to make 60. We can do that by fucking everybody over.
Yep.
It's like it's a sickness, man.
Yeah,
and you see it everywhere. And now everyone and don't get me wrong, the unions are, they're calling the people scabs for because they're paying
people go in there or whatever. Yeah,
the people that cross the lines are rats, and it's like no, they just can't do it because they need to feed their families. So you got this whole clusterfuck of these people, this whole tribal bullshit where the union people are like, if you cross the line, you're an asshole, and and the people that are crossing the line are probably going, dude, I got to feed my fucking family. I can't do this on less than $1,000 a week.
Right.
I'm making 50% less than I was before. So the whole thing is just and now my buddy was like, oh, this company's really good. They care about their employees. No,
it doesn't sound like it to me.
No, they fucking don't. If they cared about the employees, they'd honor the pension. No, but no,
absolutely.
You got to understand where we're coming from. We can't make less than 50 million in profit. We can only make 45.
Oh, Dinky, I can't buy the Learjet. I can only buy the cabin cruiser. My heart bleeds for you, corporate Jim.
And I've never really huge. I've always been kind of a capitalistic kind of. I believe in it in some ways, but it's a sickness, man.
All right,
it's all sickness.
There's a difference.
I went in to work, and they were really kind to me, but they said we really need to have your workload cut down because your heart thing. And I said, well, unfortunately, I love that you say that, and I love that you want to do that, but I need to make more money. for the patients I see. And so they actually put it under, I'm making more money now. Because I
Wow.
went in and I said, that's great, but I'll be honest with you, I can't work less.
Hey, that's
Because
rare
I
though.
have to pay my medical bills
That-
because the medical insurance I have doesn't cover everything that I have.
but
So,
that's the
that's how a
exception,
company
not the
cares about
rule.
you.
Yeah,
That's the
and I-
exception. That's the exception, not the rule, though. Most workplaces wouldn't
Oh,
do
exactly.
that for you.
Well,
Exactly.
how many people? How many? I mean, I don't want to get too specific about your place of work, but in terms of how many employees, would you consider it a large business? It's the owner of the business. Is it like a multi-company like that? That's thousands of employees or hundreds of employees, or is it just
I would
smaller?
not consider it a large business,
Okay.
and I would consider that I'm actually pivotal.
Yeah. And
that's
kind of part of it too, because I'm learning. I'm realizing, and this is kind of something that kind of goes hand. But businesses are great until they get to a certain size, sort of like cities or communities or anything else. See, once it gets to a certain size, shit just goes to shit because no one knows the people. It becomes this fucking mechanical thing. You're just a number. Like when you go into Bob's Bakery and you see Marilyn behind the counter, and that's Bob's wife, and you're like, "Hey, Marilyn, how you doing?" When you go into Starbucks, you might see the same people, but you probably won't. When you can go to a Starbucks, or you know what I'm saying, guys.
Basically, when anything goes corporate, well, it's like CD Baby. When I had my stuff, when I first got my stuff on there, they were a small company, so it was a really cool company. You could always reach somebody, blah blah blah. But then as they got bigger, it just became more bullshit, more incompetent, more, and so yeah, anytime something goes corporate, it's going to the toilet, basically.
Yeah, and it just makes you go, what the fuck is it? And our government's the same way, because corporation we live in a corporate oligarchy, and I've realized that too. That's another thing that's happening. And maybe you were talking about that earlier, Koala, in terms of like the Russia thing, or you're just done. I don't know if you were joking about that or, but this isn't a great. I don't feel like we're in a. I don't feel like we're in a great country anymore. I'm just going to be honest. I think we have some great ideals, but I think the people that rule this country are the corporations and the rich people. And maybe that's the way it's always been, but it's not like the way this corporate is now. Like it wasn't like this in the. I wonder when it really changed, like
30
the 50s,
years
60s.
ago.
I don't know. 30 years ago, I think it was, man. I just think we didn't know.
Maybe we just weren't hip to it, but I just don't. I didn't feel it the way we feel it now. I mean, it seems like anyone can feel this shit.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Louie, you haven't said anything in a bit. Or what are you thinking about this? I know you're more, I'm not, what are your ideas?
I got nothing. I'm not gonna weigh in on this one.
Okay.
At least
you can. It's not like we're gonna say fuck you. I mean, if we do, we will, but we might.
Yeah, you might.
Well, okay, now here's the thing. Even
I feel like I almost feel like though that you living in Oregon may have hampered your ideals about capitalism, and
but I agree. Hey, listen, I agree with what he's saying, and I've seen the same shit. Like I said, I don't know. I think I started to realize this shit when I graduated college, that these corporations don't play fair, and it's all about them and their money and their bullshit.
Yeah, so, I think they're just like governments.
If you owned a corporation, wouldn't you be the same way?
No, I don't think. Well, maybe if I had 1,000 employees and I didn't know any of them, and I knew like 3 of them, and it's like all these lower guys are just a fucking number at the bottom. But if you own an actual bit, I'm talking about like small businesses. I think where I'm going with this, and I think you might misinterpret me, is I think we need to go back to smaller communities and smaller businesses, like focusing on your local businesses and local community, like communities, just like anything in your community, like focusing on smaller things instead of the big, massive businesses that don't give a shit about you.
Chains and franchises, and
what you're getting there is you're getting communist capitalism. So bigger companies are kicking smaller companies down the ladder, so they can't prosper. They don't want them to. No, we're kicking you down the ladder so you don't fucking survive. It's all about us. So it's greed, man. That shit is greed, dude.
But hasn't it always been
one of the 7 deadly sins, by the way?
When you
I'm just gonna throw some biblical shit at you.
I almost fell for that one, but I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna say.
All right.
Even in history, like in the 1890s, you had like these people like Andrew Carnegie and like what was the other guy? J.P. Morgan and some of these other guys, right? They were huge. They owned like almost all the things on like monopoly. They basically had monopolies.
I
right?
know it's been going on forever.
So it has
Right.
been going on forever. Remember, you guys were saying maybe it hasn't been going on for too long, but it has been going on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had to eventually put a stop to that because they owned way too much. It's almost like they owned every industry, every piece. Like it was like they would build huge empires and like they would own everything that was involved in their industry. And it was like, you can't do that in America.
I mean,
so yeah, there's a borderline between like owning everything and kicking everybody, like you said, kicking everybody down the line.
And I
mean,
think
here's
that's
the
the
thing.
problem.
True capitalism is you don't stop somebody's money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be allowed to make money. That's to me, that's true capitalism. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idealist or something like that, but to me, that seems like true capitalism.
But I mean, there's only so much money to go around, right? So if one person,
it's enough for everybody, man. I think
if that's the bullshit idea, right?
I don't know.
It's the bullshit idea that there is enough money for everybody.
Well, it's not necessarily money; it's resources and then scarcity. And that's really the issue is that that's what AI might change if it doesn't blow us up.
I think in a capitalist country. She left. She
jumped out. I don't think it was because of what we were talking about. I think she was having sexual issues.
I know, that was funny though.
I know it was like, fuck this, I'm offended.
iPhone left.
and like we'll keep going. Obviously, like I said, I've just dealt with corps. Maybe it's because I worked for them for so many different corps. And I just see it all the time. And you see and they're all the DEI. All the DEI are all corporate. All the corporations do the rainbow shit every June and do all the bullshit pandering.
Sure.
Yeah,
they all do it.
It is. They don't
and all this in small, people. Like I said, small businesses can do it too. But that's another thing. If you do that as a small business, it's going to hit.
She's back.
She's back. So I figured.
Well, we'll give it a second because
just let it until she jumps in. But anyway, you're right. It's a lot of pandering, and it's all just
I'm unmuted.
All right, there you go. You're good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It was doing some bullshit. It wasn't letting me. It was corporate.
Yep. There we go. There's the feces belching, bladder belching, colon cramming, rectal ramming, anal invading.
Okay, I had to go take a pee because I'm on Lasix. All right, so that makes me.
Okay, there you go.
And I was trying to be polite.
TMI, but okay.
Speaking of that,
I'm just going to let you come with me.
Okay, just we can listen to you piss. That's what we can do.
Yeah.
Well, wow, that's a muting is fine. You're okay.
No, I can get off of you.
Speaking of that, I find a lot of corporate fucks are into like weird shit, like shit fetish, and like a lot of them are, getting their tonsils spattered with pieces of last night's dinner.
Kind of getting back to that whole idea that money is available to everybody. There's one thing about capitalism that I don't like, but it just is. It's just part of the deal. Is that where there are rich people, there has to be poor people. There's no way around that. Yeah. There's no way around that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's you're right about that. But go ahead and I'll explain my version of that. But go ahead.
So like with the corporates, I mean they're doing everything they can to make as much money as they can because there are people that are going to be at the top all the time. And there are going to be people that are going to be at the bottom. It just is. That's the way capitalism works.
And it's also perspective.
But the thing is that the thing that makes the whole American dream is, where do you want to be? Well, most of us probably want to be somewhere in the middle.
I don't think anybody wants to be broke.
I think, but of course, some of us may have this great aspiration to be at the top. But most of us want to be at the middle because that's a comfortable living. It's
so you can at least pay your bills. You know what I'm saying?
Bills and you got taking things taken care of, and you can go out when you want to and that sort of thing, right? Yeah,
that's it. But it's the greed where it's like like some of these people are disgustingly rich, bro. Seriously, like.
But I think it's not even about individuals.
But maybe their version of paying the bills and living below their means has to do with the fact that.
But you could easily make a profit. Like I said, they're already still making a profit. So
Yeah.
in other words, my thing is,
But isn't
okay,
that the meaning of capitalism? Is to make a profit?
yes,
Well, sure,
but to
that's
make
it.
a profit, but that doesn't
They're
mean you
not
have to
losing
make the
anything.
biggest profit. They're not losing anything. If you have
Mhm.
this, this pension plan, and it's going to cost you $5 million, and then you're still making 50 million in profit, and the people in your company are happy, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're honoring your deal. You're honoring what you said you would do. We
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
working
I
here."
agree that. I
Boom.
agree that.
It's
I
not, but no,
agree
no,
that
we
it
gotta
has to
get that
be.
5 million. We gotta get to
No, but
55.
they want it more. They want it more, and I
Yeah.
can understand that. I would be, see, here's the thing. I have to say, in this group, I would be the one that would want more, more, more.
Really?
And yeah, oh yeah,
Hmm.
because you would see it as a gain, as I'm doing better, I'm doing better,
I'm
I'm
doing
doing
better.
better.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
doing better every single year over
yeah,
year. You're doing better, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
but would
I
you
mean,
step on somebody's head to do it though? And knowingly
right.
step
No,
on their head
no,
and go,
no,
"Well, I'm
no.
doing better, and I have to get better." But that's
Yeah, I
what
I
they're
fucked a
don't
bunch
doing.
of
think I
people
would.
over, but I'm doing better.
I don't
You
think
know.
I don't and I say I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
Hypothetically, you
Yeah,
wouldn't, but
Yeah,
you
and
don't
that's the
know until you're
danger.
there,
yeah,
right?
And that's the
Yeah.
yeah,
danger. And these
yeah.
people don't see the people. They don't see the employees because there are 800
Like Max
employees.
says,
Yeah.
greed is one of the 7 deadly sins.
It sure is.
And power
Yeah.
And it'll
I
get
don't
you.
believe that power corrupts absolutely stuff. I do believe it can corrupt, but it's
Can.
also, like I said, a thing of
Oh no,
perspective.
it can corrupt. It can
Oh yeah,
corrupt.
it definitely, but it's not a like it will corrupt. It can. I mean, it definitely. But like, anyways, I'm getting losing track. But
No, actually, it says absolute power corrupts absolutely, which means that it will.
yeah, and it could, and
I
it
mean,
can.
it could. Yeah, yeah.
No, not that
Absolutely.
it could, that it will. It says absolute power corrupts
Oh, I know.
absolutely.
I
It
don't know
doesn't
if I
say
believe in that completely.
it
Oh, is that
doesn't.
the
It doesn't
Bible?
say no. There's
Oh.
no. That's a saying.
Yeah.
No.
Absolute power, but it doesn't say absolute power
I've never
can
read the Bible,
corrupt
so I wouldn't.
Oh, I
absolutely.
know, and that's why I don't believe.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
true
That's
to
why
the
you
situation.
throwing out that 7 deadly sin was kind of silly to me.
Well, actually, no. It was to kind of make you relate. Like, oh, okay. Well, greed is the seventh deadly sin, which is true. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
Well, the reality is that the world is very sinful. So yeah, there's a lot of greedy people. There you go.
Yes,
Well, true that.
there
Of course
very,
there are.
but
You can't
but
stop
those are
that. But
those are things that you have to think about also. What were they raised with? You
Yeah.
know, I mean,
Eh.
my brother is the head of a corporation,
Uh-huh.
and he always wanted to be, and always wanted big money, and he's gotten it. And I think because we didn't have much growing up, and he always regretted that and wanted to be Mr. Popularity and wanted to, you know, he was always the guy that needed to be at the top. And I don't know what started that. He's not a bad person, and he actually
Oh no,
takes
no.
care of his employees.
That's it.
He's actually one of the good guys.
And that's what
But-
we're saying. Why
but-
can't more people be like your brother? You know what I'm
but-
saying?
Well, but he actually sometimes is a bad person. Where I'm like, you're being a dick right now.
And
You know?
I
Is
think
that
that's part
personally,
of
or is
the,
that in a work related situation though?
Yeah, yeah.
well, I think that's part of the issue as well, though, is that these companies get so big that it's not about like you seeing the employees as people any longer, because you literally have 500 employees. They're like, you know, there's like levels
Right.
that you're not going to see it all, so you become detached. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we can just cut. Oh, we can, you know. But that's kind of where I'm going, is that a lot of these companies, like 50,000, 100,000 employees, like they don't give a flying fuck
No,
about
because they can't because they don't know you. They don't
Sure.
know how it protects you is like from in the 40s and whatnot when all this mess started. You had people like Rockefeller and Carnegie and stuff, and they were empires, and the empires were so corrupt because they were basically like monarchs.
Well, there you
And
go.
so that's where the corporations start, where a lot of people don't understand that, where they don't know that the corporation actually started to take away the rule of the empires. And
Mhm.
so now the corporations have replaced the empires. So,
Yep.
it did a full turnaround.
And they're working hand in hand with the governments, because the governments are basically corporations themselves.
Yeah,
So
they're
we got
getting paid. They're
Exactly,
getting a cut of that.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But that was the original idea, was that we don't want to have, Carnegie did vertical integration, Rockefeller did, or horizontal, integration, and they all ruled it in different ways. And so we didn't want to have that, but we got it. through the corporations, because the corporations were supposed to benefit multiple people, and they did, but then multiple people got corrupted. So
Yeah, we're all fucked, man. People
Yeah,
are
it's just I don't know if what's what's a better way, to fix it.
I think part of it is like I was saying before, is go back to where you can make a difference individually.
you know
with
what
people.
what
And that
I
sounds
think
so lame and so cliche, but work with the people that you know and affect their lives. Like
what
make their
I
lives.
think is a better way to fix it, honestly, take everybody's safe space away. Take all this bullshit that we're doing away from people, and
well,
make people uncomfortable. And I think make people uncomfortable is how you fix it, because that's the only way you can fix it.
you
Because
make
then people are
What do
truly
you mean by that?
themselves.
What do you
Well,
mean by that?
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean,
elaborate.
what I mean is our customer service is in the tank. Nobody gives a
Oh.
shit.
Yeah,
But
Nobody
as a
gives a
person who
shit.
worked in customer service, customers are fucking assholes too.
True that.
Exactly.
True that.
Exactly.
But you know what?
They
The
treat their
problem is they
customer
have
service
there's a
representatives like
script.
shit.
There's a script
Well,
that they're
yeah.
told to stick to. That's what's fucked up. Like, even today with Cox Communication, I'm trying to explain what's going on. I could tell this woman didn't give a fuck about what I was saying. But
Yeah.
yet she's laying out this script, this flight attendant script to me, and I'm just
Right,
like,
right.
hey, look, listen to what the fuck I got going on here,
Right,
And
right.
but so you meant like taking away, like just like
I
make
meant,
people like
you don't always
electricity,
get,
all this.
you don't get your safe
Yeah.
space. You don't get your safe space. You
I
don't
don't,
get
I
to
don't. I
always
still don't
feel.
understand what she means by
So
safe space.
So do you
Well,
mean
what
like
I mean by safe space is what people define as a safe space, which has become everything that makes them uncomfortable. So sometimes things that make you uncomfortable are things you have to deal with. And
Yeah.
like, you know, well, I don't like that. I don't want to deal with that part of history, or I don't like that. I don't want to have to deal with, now I don't want you to be like falling on your ass and be unsafe,
right.
or an unsafe space that we all of us in this conversation probably know to be a safe space. We don't want to take that away, but things that we're seeing a piss poor, and there's just no way around it. We're seeing a piss poor quality of people in the workplace.
No
and
question.
A lot of it is because they don't believe they have to.
Right. I just
That
can come
reminds
do
me-
the
that
minimal
reminds
and I'll
me
get
of-
my paycheck kind of thing. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
reminds me
Well,
of.
you know what?
That
It's
reminds
kind
me
of
of
going back to
Daniel Taj.
it's going back to what Cruise Control was saying earlier about the rainbow and the pandering and the racial, what's that term? DYI or DEI?
DEI.
Yeah. So that kind of bullshit, I mean, it's that's safe space sandwich right there.
And
What's funny is it reminds me of what Daniel Taj. You ever heard of Daniel Taj? You
Oh,
ever
yes.
heard of that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He says, they say that 90% of the population. No, he says they say that the unemployment rate is about 10%. He goes, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know who's hiring 90% of you fuckers.
That's real shit.
yeah.
That's real shit. And you're
Yeah.
right. And these are why self-checkout devices are taking people's jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
motherfucking people are lazy. Oh yeah, that's the other side of the coin, dude. For sure.
Well, it's also when you were talking about something that hit on something earlier, Lou, is what is rich? If you consider our country, everybody I'm a poor motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
But I'm richer than 90%.
But you're richer than 90% of the world, right?
I got a fucking computer in front of me. I got
Exactly.
a house over my head. I've got a phone in my
Yep.
pocket. I've got
Yep.
all these things around me, and I'm richer
True.
than 90%. Anybody in other countries would fucking just piss themselves if they had what I
Fuck
have.
Exactly.
Yeah, they see you
Yeah.
as being like, Rockefeller or some shit.
And the thing is, we've gotten so used to it that comfort is so level that everything that's uncomfortable, and that's what's happening with medication too. Oh, I feel uncomfortable. Now, obviously,
you should go to the doctor.
Not saying that you.
So is that what you mean by safe space, Paul?
Yeah. I think. Well, that's
now
part of it.
Now I'm
That's part
starting
of
to
it.
get it.
That's part of it. It's basically the I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
And that, sorry, I didn't explain that better.
It's the reason why people go to the emergency room for colds now.
For
Yeah.
for a sprained
Like, what the fuck?
ankle
Well, because
or some
I
shit.
deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve to feel safe.
All the
I
time.
deserve
To be
that,
happy
that
all the
space.
time.
And honestly,
But that's a.
No.
I mean, I don't know if that's America or if that's
I think
other
that's
parts
what
of the
America's
world.
coming to be, man.
well, you're in
America's definitely
Texas,
that.
and it's coming your way. It's gonna come your way. It's gonna
America's-
get there.
But what I'm saying is, America's definitely like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
America's turning
America is
into that for
totally
sure.
like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
where you have things where we have a lady who's not adhering to a dress code, and I'm like, fire her ass. We
Right.
can't do it. We
Hmm.
used to be able to do that when I started out in the business 20-something years ago.
Shit. Man.
Isn't
Now
California
she's
one of
gotta be
those?
careful.
She's expressing her thoughts.
Yeah, she's expressing herself.
But isn't
Yes.
California one of those? What do you call those things where you fire them without
Oh, fire at will or hire
or
at will.
whatever?
At will.
Yeah,
at will
but
hire.
but then they can contest it. Trust me, it's a huge.
Especially in
there's
California.
a thing. There's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, especially in California.
especially in
I'm sure there
California,
is actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they're banning memes now.
But that's
Jesus.
well, actually, this is funny.
yeah.
So Oakland Airport wants to be called San Francisco Bay Area Oakland Airport now.
Are you kidding?
What?
Yeah. So
There's a San Francisco airport, right?
Well, San Francisco is contesting it because they say you're not Oakland. But now I'm like, well, wait a minute. San Francisco doesn't want Oakland to identify as San Francisco, and yet
But what if Oakland feels San Francisco? They
Right.
They feel San Franciscotic, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
their identity is. What if they're? That's
They're feeling very San Franciscotic. What
so
can
I
you say?
find it very funny.
Hey,
Yeah,
you guys keep talking. Hopefully my internet won't drop. I'm gonna go grab some more beer and take a piss.
okay. All right.
Of course, it's always at the okay. So 50-year-olds they can't hold their
Exactly.
bladder, so-
50-year-olds can't.
No, that's all. That's
I,
what it is.
I just don't understand why he's not admitting that he's 50. I mean, I just don't
Right?
understand it.
I don't understand it either.
I mean, September
feel
24th,
He's so in
1974.
he's
you know,
so
that's
in
what the rhyme was in
denial.
his song. I know.
he
He's
is
so
in denial.
It's
He's
terrible.
in denial. And
I-
what do we do? What do we do?
Well, there's
Do we
nothing we
do
can really
anything?
do. He's been
Nothing we can do.
he's been
Indoctrinated.
yes.
Okay.
Because well, here's the thing. He feels uncomfortable about being 50. So
He's not.
no,
He's not in a safe space.
he doesn't
right now.
identify with 50.
yeah, exactly. He identifies as
Okay.
49. That's why he's
Okay.
changing.
Okay. Well, then we need to keep him safe.
Yeah, because like if he were really 49, that would mean but he's still older than all of us, I think. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's older than me. So
Yeah.
that's all I care.
Well,
He's definitely older than me. So
He's older
Yeah.
than I am too.
Yeah, so fuck him anyway. So he's 50
Yeah.
to us, regardless of how
Okay.
old he is.
Okay.
yeah,
Fucking old bastard.
yeah. He's super old, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
He's really old. I mean,
Half a century almost. Good
that's
God.
God. What do you do when you
So-
get there?
So right now, just to follow up real quick, Koala, to reassure our three listeners out there, you you are right now healthier than you were a couple of weeks ago, and you feel better, and you are actually not. Are you still worried about things, or how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm totally freaked out about things, but I'm
Yeah, gotcha.
doing what
Yeah.
I need to do. I'm everything low sodium. I'm
Ah.
weighing myself every morning. I'm doing everything I need to do. And
Cool.
yeah, and until I've got a better doctor that I trust. And so yeah. So I'm
Is it that one doctor, the first one?
yeah. Yeah, I got him because I have a PPO, so I don't have an HMO.
Mhm.
So I can get who I want. And then, I threw the blind thing out there when they tried to give me
All right.
food. And
Sometimes you got to use it. You got to use
Oh.
the card, man. You got to pull it
You gotta pull the
sometimes.
blard when you gotta pull the blard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
right,
pull the
that's
old
right.
man card sometimes too.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. Oh, the old man. The old
now
man's back.
Max can. He can get the senior discount sometimes.
Yes,
He can get the
yes.
senior discount and the
listen,
blind
Yeah, when-
discount.
When
I
you're
was
50,
getting the senior discount when I was in my 30s.
when
real
you're
shit.
when you're 50, you can use AARP now.
I think
You-
it's
Wait, you were
55.
getting,
dude.
when you were in your 30s, you were getting
Well, here's the thing. This is some true shit. I went with a friend to a Wiener Schnitzel one time, and the dude behind the counter gave me a senior discount. He was like, "Son, I gave you a discount." I'm like,
That was
Probably
not
because
something
you
to
were
be proud of.
blind. It was because you were blind.
well, of
Yes.
course it was. But that's the point.
Yes.
I've been a senior for a long time as a blind motherfucker. There's been there's times where I'll go
I went to the Wiener Schnitzel and
well,
I got a senior discount.
I got a
and
senior
I was like
discount.
37 at the time when that shit.
It was an early bird special.
But let me
Oh,
tell you some other shit that would happen to me. So
Oh no.
on paratransit, I would I'd go to like assisted living facilities.
Did they
you know what
give
I'm
you
saying?
a discount on
Nah, hell no.
They're like, shut his ass up, please.
But when I would go to these assisted living facilities,
He always claims that I'm late all the time. Yeah,
Right.
we just shut him up and give him a free ride.
no, you know what happened was so I'd go to these assisted living facilities, right? To meet with activities directors and whatever for work. And they'd go, the drivers would say, "Oh, is this where you live now?"
Oh,
motherfucker. Hell no. So I guess the point is I'm used to being seniorized.
well, now it's official that you're 50.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So I've been getting aged. That's the thing, man. I was misage identified.
Yeah, you
I
are.
identify.
Yeah, you are identified.
as a senior.
I was misage. Actually, do
Your lived experience weren't acknowledged.
you remember exactly? And I needed a hug box for that one. Okay,
Yes,
Hug
God
box.
damn it.
Yeah, you need a safe room with puppies and
Yes,
and
exactly.
toys.
Because I was so traumatized.
Oh, I got.
So-
I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. You got another subject because I have a couple subjects.
That's it,
too,
man. Kick some more shit.
All right,
I'm just
so-
afraid. I want to make sure we don't lose this, dude. This is a pretty dope so far. So I'm just kind of I want to make sure we.
How about this? I got an idea. Stop
Okay.
the recording and then start again, so we have the first half done.
True that. Okay, so we
And
don't lose shit.
way, if we
Oh,
whatever we
so
lose,
complicated.
Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? Actually, well, let's see.
Fuck
You
it.
know what? I just don't want my internet to drop out because then we'll lose everything. So, anyway, let's just keep rolling, man. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see how far we get.
yeah, why not? We'll play it by chance. We'll let destiny find its
Destiny
own
drive.
way, bro.
Come
By
on,
the way, dude, I got a story.
I feel like what was that movie? Dust Till Dawn. When he says, "Are you a mean motherfucking savior or mean motherfucking servant of the Lord Jesus Christ?" Like,
Oh, wow. Okay.
come on,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
you need to pray, man.
Gotta pray, man. I got a story about. Well, this is a societal thing. It's just for the young people in the world, and just the stupid. Some people are just fucking stupid now, and even the smart ones are stupid. So here's the story. So I went to this improv thing with Lucky. He's a new member of the improv group that I'm in. They go by the they do that kind of stuff. And
Oh,
you just
they're
can't
wild.
you can't get away
Oh,
from it, dude. And
yeah.
anybody who's in any kind
Oh.
of theater, especially the theater stuff, you
Ah.
can't get away from it. And
I was
Oh,
gonna say I've
yeah,
never
yeah,
ran
yeah,
across a they program.
How
man.
does it
Oh.
work in Spanish?
I don't know.
Eos.
Right. But do
Is it
they
Eos? Yeah.
do they do the
Puto? I don't
full
know.
on conjugation with the verb?
Or are you a putanico or putanica or what the
Yeah, yeah. 'cause,
Whatever.
I mean,
whatever the
Sorry.
fuck, a cholito and a cholita or something, whatever.
Well, I think Spanish mainly has masculine and feminine verbs and nouns, so that's
Well, but
maybe
no,
they
but
don't
no,
participate. Maybe they're
no.
always binary and they don't participate in that bullshit.
No. They don't. The
They-
Eos is
Eos is
Fine.
males, right? Men.
versus it's they. It's collective. So a
And
collective
Eos are
collective-
females, right?
collective
Eos.
pronoun.
Collective group of males, though. If it's Eos, if
Yeah,
it's
but
Eos, then
I've
it's
seen
a collective
Eos
group
though
of
too, which
females,
is
right?
female.
Would you then say that say Cruz is a they? So would you say that? I guess you would. You'd say Van, like he goes, but
Mhm.
Eos goes.
It'd be them and
Oh, that's
them,
right. Your dad taught Spanish. That's why you know the shit so well.
Theo and
Yeah.
Demo.
Eos Vaughn.
Yeah. So Jeff Van. Okay, I'm just trying to get how you
See,
wrap
see
around
see
it.
how stupid that sounds when you do
Yeah.
it in a different language.
Exactly.
Oh hell yeah! Sounds dumb as fuck.
In the community, there's a lot of people like that, asexual, all that stuff, and
Sure, sure.
they're all got
Sorry.
a different category because the narcissistic is cluster B society that we live in.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my.
Yes.
I know that's a non. That's a, as a. Okay, I'm going to say it as well as a non-psychologist certified anything. In my opinion, it's cluster B as fuck. And you can see all the goddamn desperately trying to have others reinforce.
I'm just
their
surprised
identity.
that you know what cluster B is. So that's
I
good.
don't even know what cluster B is.
Cluster
What the
B
fuck is that?
are it's narcissism, histrionic, personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, and I think it's sociopath. Or is it psychopath? One of those. Four of those.
think
So basically, people
socio.
who lose their shit
Socio.
very easily.
It's people that don't have boundaries. They don't have any identity, and because they need other people. That's one of the main cores of a lot of the cluster B is they need other people to reinforce their identity. This is why you have. That's why they have the whole they them thing is so that everyone else needs to reinforce their because they can't do it themselves. They have to have other people go look at me, tell me who I am because and that's why they don't have a firm identity of who they are.
Yeah, read Sharks in Suits. It's an amazing read on sociopath.
Yeah, and it's and this goes for a lot of cluster B people. They're easily emotionally led, reactive, extremely like I said, really self-centered. Like everything's like they're the main character syndrome. That's another big tell. Like everyone else is kind of a side player in their play, and they're the main character.
It's all about them. Yeah. Got you.
Well, this kid, he's got a lot of these tendencies, and he goes, well, and this is the new thing, and I want to get all your takes on this. Is it's becoming more and more? Oh my God, it's the way. It's polyamory. It's polyamory. I love multiple people and multiple people. He goes, it's amazing. This one girl I'm really sexually attracted to. So we have sex all the time, and it's great. And she's part of my relationship. And then this other guy, Neil. We're not sexually involved. It's kind of a platonic, but we have these deep conversations and we hang out all the time. We really enjoy.
Sounds like greed being one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
Well, what's the other 7 deadly sin?
No. I say it sounds like greed. It sounds like greed being one of the 7 deadly sins again.
Did you just know one?
What?
Is that all you had?
Yeah, well, that was it. I just threw out greed because it was relevant.
No,
is greed even a sin?
But what I'm saying is that greed.
That sounds like
greed is a sin. Greed is a sin.
True.
But
well, that's
what I was
pointing out.
That. Gluttony was the other sin. Remember? So it's like,
hold on. What was Louie going to say?
What I was pointing out is that I feel like people who are polyamorous are greedy. It's like they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Well, here's the funny part about it. Of course they do, because they're narcissists. They're getting a need from different people. They're not real people. Yeah. They're needs.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get everybody, man. That sounds like the world.
But it is in a lot of ways. But you don't go, well, I'm in several relationships. We're in a committed relationship together. Because this guy, we're not having sex, it's platonic. We just talk about deep things. I'm like, that's called friendship, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're not in a relationship with them. What they're doing is they're equating it all to sex. Am I having sex with them? Is it sexual? We're in a relationship. It's got to be, but you're not in a relationship. You're in a friendship. Like,
right.
Well,
it's not. It is.
No, it's just as deep,
but it's not a. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's a committed quote unquote relationship to multiple people.
Nah, it ain't committed, man. That ain't committed. Nothing. It's bullshit.
It just goes to show that people don't even know what friendship is anymore. Oh my God, this guy, we connect on such a deep level. We talk. Are you having sex? No, I don't find him attractive.
Well,
we don't find each other attractive. Yeah, you're friends.
How many times do you see people say to each other, even online, I love you, man, or they call people fam. Hey, fam. Hey, family. And it's like, yo, you guys are using words way too loosely, man. Like family, love. Those are serious. That's not something you just say to anybody.
Right. It is greed, though. They're taking things from people. It's almost like I just don't see how because their whole thing is that it's not natural. Monogamy is not natural. We're naturally a polyamorous creature. I'm like,
no.
I'm like, what?
No.
That's some bullshit.
No. It's not, and it's exactly as you say, and it's not. And actually, put them to the test. Are you there for this person? Are you there? Like I have friends who I can count on, who are there for me. And I have friends who are not. And I've had connections with them conversational wise that are deep and some that are not. And I don't put them in the family category.
No.
Because sometimes the ones in the family category I haven't even seen in a year. I just know them, and I know they're going to be there for me, and I can call on them. You know, we've so distorted what we understand relationships to be.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that.
That's
You're
it.
like, what the fuck? Like, oh wait, and I get different things from different people. That sounds
Well,
like
that's what everybody. You know, I mean, there's certain even as a heterosexual guy, you know, there's certain women. You know, hey, like Koala, we have deep conversations. Doesn't mean we're in a relationship, dating or fucking or anything.
No, but but it always comes back to that. Like all this stuff always comes back to sexuality. Like, oh, we're not. It's platonic. I'm like, yeah, you're friends. You don't even need to fucking say that.
Nothing.
Like it's like just saying, yeah, Brett's coming out to hang out. We're gonna go to Crest Fest. He's coming out to. Oh, but we're platonic.
That's my That's my
platonic relationship. It's like
he's my man friend, you know, or something. Yeah.
Like what you. It's almost like everything comes down to that. Like, oh, and the new thing also is asexual. I'm asexual. I'm not interested in sex. It's like, no,
why would you not be?
Because I'm
no, and I'm just gonna throw it down. Sex feels really good. Why would you not be interested in it?
Right.
So maybe because they never had it.
Maybe
because they never had it.
Is what it is. Yeah.
I also
think it be that they never had it.
That's true.
That's possible.
And there's also another. There's also another.
So they don't know how it feels.
True that. And another.
But they never masturbated.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't get it either. But it's also part of the special society that we live in. Everyone has to be special and have a label. I'm ADHD, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, and that. Even their self-diagnosis bullshit, you know. Like how many people are autistic? We've talked about this many times.
The whole world's autistic now.
Everyone's autistic. Oh, I'm on the spectrum. No, have you seen real autism? I saw it at the development to delayed adult camp in Bloomfield. That's real autism.
Yeah.
That's the real deal autistic.
Oh, when they sing opera and they grab your shoe.
A lot of autistic, a lot of quote unquote autism and ADHD and all that is autism. I don't relate to people well. That's because you haven't learned how to be. It's not because you're autistic. It's because you haven't learned how to fucking deal with people because you're on your phone when you're 12.
Right.
Right.
And I think that has to do with these people asexual. They see the porn when they're 7 or 8 years old. They see two girls in a cup when they're 10. And they're going this. They're going.
They're going. One cup. Oh no!
I know someone who did. They go, yeah, I saw that when it came out, and this girl's 21.
Oh hell
she's
no.
asexual, and she goes, "Yeah, I just don't." And I'm like, "Well, if you're seeing that, what do you think sex is going to be? Pounding some chick, like fucking just railing some chick all the time. That's what sex is. When you see that when you're 10, that's what you think it is. Why would you want to have to go? God, if I go have sex, I got to spread my legs and bend over backwards over the bed, or else the guy's not. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are seeing shit that makes
unrealistic ideas of what real sex and
then they might go. I don't want to fucking get involved in that, you know, the sick shit, you know.
Oh hell no.
Max forced me to look up the 7 deadly sins.
Oh shit, you're still on that. All right, god damn it.
Yes.
Well, you know what? You know what? A 7 deadly sins should be one of them, and I'm going to say it here, and I don't care what you say. Ass fucking. Oh, everybody should ass fuck.
Close enough. Lust.
Lust is. I was going to say lust
is a sin. That's natural.
Seven deadly sins.
That's natural though.
No,
lust
but
Max.
Lust is natural. God damn it! Who fucking does
it? No.
This is why these are sins.
It's the sin. It is natural.
It's natural
because it is naturally human. Anything's natural. Okay,
exactly.
Let's go over them real quick.
All
pride.
Right. Yeah, pride.
It's natural to be prideful.
Well,
pride,
and
yes.
it is. It can be.
Oh, he's not liking that.
He pulled out the greed.
Proud of yourself, right?
And I think greed. I think and that's.
Hold on,
I just want Max to know that he's a fucking sinner. That's why.
Listen, I know I'm a sinner. God damn it, I'm not better than anybody. Let's get that clear right now.
Okay, so greed.
We went over that one.
To me, greed doesn't just have to do with money.
That's
why
power.
I said, or not just that, but like how I was saying about the polyamory.
Okay,
I
was going to ask
you.
Okay.
It's greedy. It's like I want this guy, and I want this girl, and I want this guy.
Yeah,
and I want everybody.
I want
very good point. Very good point.
You're right. You're right.
The positive way.
It could be material items. It could be
any kind of power.
Lust. Yep. Crosses into lust, though.
And
wrath, which is like anger, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Wrath
But
is okay.
super anger though, like super anger, like rage anger.
Like smashing shit anger,
Like
type,
reparations anger.
Yeah.
Ah,
like
okay.
reparations
Got
anger. Yeah, there we go.
Mhm.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
you know where I'm going with this already,
Boom.
probably,
you.
kids.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Envy.
Mhm.
Envy,
Like
to be
reparations
jealous.
anger.
To be jealous, angry. Well, okay.
Yes.
How far can your jealousy go? You know what I'm saying? Like if it affects other people.
Oh, it can go far.
Now, here's the thing.
I know.
Here's the thing about polyamory people too, though. Let's talk about. Let's just keep this is interesting. We're going to this. But envy is they one of their big shaming tactics is, oh well, if you just can't handle this kind of relationship because you get jealous. See, jealousy, here's the thing about these sins is all of them are useful up to a certain point. Pride is useful. You have to have pride in yourself or else you get walked all over. Lust is useful because you have to procreate and create new people. Obviously, we need lust. That's one aspect of it. Obviously, there's a spiritual aspect. Envy. I see that person. They're doing great. I want some of what they have because I want to feel I admire these persons. So I want to,
I want to get what they have.
Or pride. Like I said, pride. But what's the other one?
No. I would
wrath.
I would default there because what I would say is these are things that are actually useful taken too far. That's when you get to pride.
I think
when
you're
you
right.
get to pride, is being confident, and then when it becomes pride,
when it's borderline when it goes into arrogance, right?
Arrogance. That's okay.
And isn't it ironic that they call it Pride Month? Nope.
It
ain't ironic. It's intentional.
Right.
I'm going there. Gluttony.
Yes, that's
gluttony.
Yep, that's the too much alcohol, too much food, too much drugs, too much
of everything, right?
Or polyamory,
overindulging kind of.
It's too much. That's exactly what with your story where I was
overconsumption of everything. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
And then being slothful, being lazy.
Yeah, what is sloth? What does that mean? That's laziness?
A sloth is an animal that pretty much lays about and doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And that's also a thing in polyamory because what does a monogamous relationship take?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You get all you want.
Monogamous. Yeah,
a monogamous takes work.
You
have to take actually any relationship you have with any person, real relationships take work. You iron out issues. You have problems. You go, you know what I like, or what you deal with.
But in those polyamory ones, if you have a problem, you're just like, well, I just go to the next
one. That's the next question. Here's my question for a polyamorous person. You know, do y'all, if you have a disagreement, do you try to work on your
y'all?
Yeah, I said y'all.
Y'all.
If y'all have a disagreement, do you work on it, or do you just say fuck it and just move on?
Here's what I have as someone who was raised Mormon and persecuted for it. How is that better than being a fucking bigamist and just having different wives?
Right.
It's the same.
Because it's religious. That's why.
Yeah, it's religious. No. It's Jesusified.
I'm gonna piss off.
But it's not biblical. Well, so here we go. Mormons, even though they're considered Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints,
no,
they are not the same religion at all.
No,
and so the bigamy comes in with Joseph Smith and his ideals. You know?
Yes, well,
ideals,
but you have to understand, none of us as children were allowed to read that. So what we read was the Bible, and the Book of Mormon. So we didn't understand what you're talking about.
Right
now, I understand it as an adult.
Now you do,
Yes.
Now you do,
yeah. Because it's very different when you understand Joe, which I find would be a lovely musical, because he was a great con artist.
Awesome.
But without going into too much Mormonism hating or whatever, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But
here's the thing though about, and I'm not religious obviously, but I'm not religious. I'm not religion.
I'm not religion.
I am not religion.
But I am the word. I am not religion. I had a situation today. This is going to probably piss everybody off here. And I know a lot of us aren't religious, or at least aren't Christian, or don't consider themselves Christian. I don't. I'm not. I'm going to say
I don't either.
My God,
I'm Christian. but I'm
All right.
just not, you know.
the hypocrisy in the fucking theater is just incredible.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's like we today there were multiple jokes about Christians, multiple jokes. Like one person said, "Oh, a fake holiday, a holiday that doesn't exist," and someone said, "Christmas."
Christmas.
And everyone's like, oh, and I'm just looking at people going, you fucking asshole. You fucking, what if someone in here is just Christian and they have to take that shit? The same thing
Right.
with, like,
Well,
why
what
is
if they
that
made the
allowed?
joke of,
Yeah,
what about
why couldn't you do,
transgender? You know, or
yeah,
some.
we couldn't at work say Merry Christmas. At where I work now, we can. But my former place, they said you can't say
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
But the
Happy
hypocrisy,
holidays.
the
Right.
hypocrisy is
And the
incredible.
Jewish people were like, Merry Christmas.
Hey, even the Jews
Wow.
are saying Merry Christmas.
The
You know,
Jews were saying Christmas. That's
and
weird.
the hypocrisy is incredible because at the beginning of every fucking improv thing we do, let's not punch down, let's not make fun of specific groups or religions,
and they'll do it, huh?
and 5 minutes later, Christmas, or in a scene, oh, Jesus is this character in the scene. I'm like I literally emphasized that because don't do that. Like, well, that's okay. It's like, oh no, it's okay.
Nah,
that
you can't-
one's okay.
Yeah,
Every
you can
other
rip on them, but-
religion is punching down, but not that one.
Mhm.
And the reality is that the
And it's not clever either. Oh, Christmas is a fake holiday.
well here's where I'm going to step on some people's toes. Basically, anybody who really like denounces Christ is of the devil anyway. So
There you go.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
I mean,
So anybody who denounces, who has a, and
well,
isn't,
I'll say this:
all
I don't.
all that sin, all that sexual sin,
I believe it. I haven't believed in
the
God.
sexual-
I believe in God. I believe in
all the-
God,
all
but
the
I don't
fag-
believe in Jesus. So I mean,
all the faggotry, all the transsexual stuff, all the they them, all that stuff is of the devil. Is of the
Okay.
devil. It's all
Really?
of the devil.
I don't know.
All of it.
Okay, all right.
All
Well,
of it.
And that's the beauty. And guess what? Guess what that does to your status here on nothing's sacred and in friendship and judging your character about you believing in things that I don't believe in. I don't believe in that at all.
none of us
However,
give a shit.
guess what? It doesn't change a fucking thing.
Right.
I
Which is
think
the way
I'm
it
going
is.
with
Fucking
it.
work.
I think I'm going
You're
with
still
it
you're
just to be
still Louie,
safe.
man. We don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I guess my point is that a lot of people would be, oh my God, you're just
I can't do the show with him anymore.
the
Right,
same
right,
people
right.
that are ragging on the fucking Christmas, ripping on Christmas and saying, "Oh, I'm such a good," because that's what they're really doing. It's a self-flagellation. Oh, let's not talk about let's not punch down. But Christians,
Let's
can we make
feel
fun of them?
good about
We
ourselves.
can make fun of Christians. Oh God,
Yeah.
because Christians are sorry and the shitty and but we're not punching down. We're just
Well,
making
the
fun
thing
of
is,
this.
the thing is they also know that we're willing to turn the other cheek, and so they
Mhm.
figure that we can take it. Oh,
And
they can take it. They can
Yep.
take it.
Well, let me ask you
It's
this:
okay.
Do they ever make fun of Islam in the group?
fuck
Do they ever-
no. Fuck no.
why not?
Or
Because
that's punching down.
You can't.
because the terrorists will blow their fucking brains out. That's why.
And not only that, but because Muslims are protected. Because
Davey the Dune Coon's going to hear that, and he's going to fly a plane
I
into
would
your guys.
love to go to that. See, that's maybe
See, and
that's
that's-
why I'm not so popular. Maybe
Maybe you should go to Eugene one weekend and
oh
go to
man,
his
dude,
improv
it's
group.
everywhere here. That's
Okay,
total
so-
hypocrisy.
so
Like
what
for
is
me,
it-
it's
what
like
is
if Christianity is on the table, then Muslims are on the table. If Christianity
I
is
think so,
off the
too.
table, then they're
Then
all off the table.
off the table, right?
That's the point.
Yeah, that's why
the point.
I stay away from but Trump. Oh God, the same thing with Trump. Always
Oh,
Trump jokes.
oh, no,
Always
oh,
MAGA
no.
jokes.
Oh,
Always,
yeah.
but you make a goddamn. They don't make any jokes about any Democrat.
Yo,
ever.
man, you know what? Is this your group? Is this your group? or is
No,
this-
no, no.
Oh,
This
okay, I
is the
was
no
gonna
spit
say,
group. Or the
As
other
if
group
it
I'm
was
in.
your group,
Okay,
I would say, man, take control,
cruise
bro.
control. Okay, cruise control. What do you believe on that front? On that front, like what I said right now is probably extremist or whatever, maybe, but I believe it. And so,
Yeah.
what is it that you disagree with or you don't?
Well, that
Don't
I don't.
believe.
I don't. I
Yeah.
don't believe in. I don't believe that. If you want to be talking about Jesus, I mean, I'm not going to talk about that. I mean, I could talk about that specifically. I just don't believe that any humans were from God. I believe that it's explainable in a lot of ways. Does that mean there isn't a God? I don't know. In terms of Jesus specifically, Like I said, I don't believe I don't believe in Jesus. So
I don't believe in
okay.
Jesus either. I believe
Now-
in God. I
now,
believe in God, but I don't
does
believe
that
in Jesus.
mean that I think that because you believe that you're going to go burn down, like you're going to come after me because I don't? That's the whole point, is that you
Yeah.
can believe in what I'm going to afterlife all you want to. It's really none of my fucking business,
and
quite
actually,
honestly.
and I don't
you
believe.
know?
I don't also don't. Well, again, like I
But
said,
do you not believe in Jesus as a historical figure because he was,
Oh, sure.
or
I don't
as a
worship
yeah
Jesus. That's the thing.
yeah
I don't worship Jesus, but I believe
that's
in
where
it.
I'm coming from.
Like the
is-
dude probably
is you-
lived, but the point is, I'm not going to
and he
worship Jesus.
prophesied some things.
Yeah,
And do you not believe in some of the things he prophesied? Well, no, or some of the parables, like because I believe in I believe in some of the things that he said. I don't know that I believe in him
I
as the
believe in
Son
some
of
things
God.
Elijah Muhammad said. So, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same time, I'm not rolling with
Well,
the
that's
Muslim.
Okay.
that's what they're all related. And that's a different thing about religions. But I don't want to go into that. But my with that, yes, and the fact that and one of the reasons why they're so pissed off is because Christianity has shaped history irrefutably. Jesus has shaped history irrefutably. There's no goddamn question that Jesus Christ is one of the most important people that ever lived, ever changed everything, just affected every fucking thing in the world. Whatever you want to
True
say.
that.
Because there's just no getting around it. He just
But
literally changed the
How did
goddamn
he change it? How did he
because
change
of, like you said, because of the
Yeah.
teachings, because of some of the teachings and some of the things that are said,
Right, the
and
beliefs,
also because
belief system.
power, and there's a lot more involved in that, like with different
But
churches, the
he didn't
Catholic
do
Church.
that.
Oh,
and-
shit.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that though.
But his existence did. I think.
Well, yeah, but let's give him a little leeway because I mean, the guy got crucified, and he didn't really do that. That is a lot of corrupt teachings from people who followed
the
him.
Bible's been rewritten
Well, but
a shitload
the
of
bottom
times.
line that there
Sure.
was a Jesus Christ, just like
Yeah.
there was a George Washington.
Yeah.
Just both
Right,
of them fucking altered history
Yeah.
in unbelievable ways. Jesus is like the mat. Like if you want to go look at the people that have actually affected history as a human being, or whatever however you want to say, as a person, whatever teachings, whatever influence, that person changed
He did.
fucking everything.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you can't get beyond that. You can't go, well, no, he didn't. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he
No, he
did.
did.
He
He did.
influenced a
Fucking
lot of what's happening now.
You can't even say they made a goddamn new book regarding, and there's a reason why it's is that really about after Christ? Is it? That's actually
No,
something. Is it
it's
BC?
anno denomino.
Yeah.
AD stands for whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
means.
Anno denomino.
I know it's not after Christ, but I mean it's
Before Christ, and then there's whatever the fuck.
No,
it
it
is.
had nothing to do with that.
That's what I was wondering.
It was before Christ, but then it was anno denomino. So
Anna
it was,
Denomino. That's how you pronounce it. Okay.
after, yeah.
Okay. So and one more point. I mean, I know you said that. What did you say? Faggotry is the devil, whatever. I don't believe that, man.
Okay.
I don't believe
Right.
that. I mean, hey, if those dudes love each other, that's on them, man. That's
I mean,
that-
Cruise Control believes it.
that's all right. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't
Well,
don't believe that if
He
you're gay,
said
you're going to hell.
he just said butt fucking is a sin.
no, that's not what I meant. I meant that it's
But fucking a heterosexual relationship.
no, I
man.
mean, it's obviously not a natural act, and it's obviously not good for anybody because it's not meant to have anything inside of it going
So
up.
even heterosexual butt fucking is considered.
Whoa. Why is it not good for anybody?
Well,
Because
No,
it's
I've never
literally-
had
trying
great
to tell us
experience
something?
with it, but
it's literally putting something in a
Whoa.
place that's
you
not
trying to
that's
tell us
something.
something?
It's putting something in a place where it's not where nothing's supposed to go. It's like
Yeah, but
saying I'm going to
did you
put
ever-
It's
fire
like putting
down.
a dick in someone's mouth. I mean, hey, oral sex
Right.
is great, but hey, does that mean we're going to hell if you?
Yeah, but it's not
well,
damaging
also,
tissue
did you ever
and
did you ever kind of sit on the jet
blood.
in the pool, and it felt really good on your butt?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
once or twice, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go sit on the fucking rake. I'm not going to go
But,
like
I
drive
mean,
a
I
pole
don't
in the
know.
ground and start
I'm just saying,
popping up and down like a pogo stick.
It might be. True. I'm
Sure,
just saying.
it feels good. So does injecting peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to clog up your veins and give you a stroke. It's going to feel good for a second, but
Hey,
it ain't good. That's my point. It's like
My
listen,
thing
you can
is,
do
man,
whatever you can
it's
do
a
whatever
Okay,
you
well,
want to.
so why don't you think faggotry is of the devil?
Why do
Why
I
don't I?
I don't think it
Max.
is.
Why
I don't
don't
think
you
it
think
is
it is?
just because, well, hey man,
You
do
said
what you
it
do.
was.
I didn't say it was. I
He
didn't say
didn't
it
say
was.
it was.
No, I
Oh, okay.
actually say I
Max
say it's
Max
not.
did not.
I
Well,
did
I
not
did not
say it
say
was
it
a
was.
sin either. I said it was.
All right,
I
somebody
don't
said
think
it
gay
was.
people are going to hell.
Well,
That's some
somebody
bullshit.
we must have got
That's
tied because
yeah.
I don't necessarily believe in sin in that way in terms of
Right. You
of
fucked a dude in the
religious
ass doesn't mean you're going to hell. You know what I'm
sin.
saying?
I
Like,
believe in sin in terms of harming people. Like I believe the reason why the Ten Commandments are
hey,
amazing, are great, is because in a lot of ways, is because they tell people things that make fucking sense. And
and
thou
let's
shalt not kill is fucking.
and let's
It
clarify
makes
this.
sense.
It makes sense.
There's a lot of
Yes.
very moral gay people. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Actually, in Cruise Control, I remember you pointed this out years ago on a show, but you actually said that some gay people are better parents than some straight people.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
So yeah,
Oh, absolutely. Because
yeah.
especially, but in terms of, like I said, I think
My
in
thing is
terms
just
of butt
keep doing your
fuckery,
thing, man. Do your thing. You know, I don't care what you do. I do what I do. Don't force it on me. That's all I'm saying. You know,
I think the thing is that the gay people that I know that are really good at being parents and living their lives, they know they're gay and they admit to it and they know they're different. It's like we know we're blind, we admit to being different.
sure,
We don't try to be what we're not.
exactly. We
And
don't try to be cited,
we don't try to identify as something we're not.
right?
We just we attest to the fact that we have something different that's going on.
Right.
And we live that way.
Yeah,
And
we
that's the
accept it.
way that, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm great with that.
That's
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. That's I mean, hey, I've got
and when
you
the
know.
pride comes in, but here's another thing that people don't
You
want to
guys,
talk
you guys
about.
got me smiling over here. I'm just listening.
Oh boy,
I'm listening.
that's
Hey,
that's
good for you. That's I
yeah.
hope so.
I'm
My good
listening.
little patient.
But here's the other side of it that people don't want to admit, though, and this is where practicality comes into it. People don't want to admit it because it's bigotry and it's homophobia, but there's a slippery slope thing as well. And this is what happens, unfortunately, with a lot of things, is when something quote unquote is allowed in society. Oh, well, the gay should be married. Then everything else starts becoming allowed. And there definitely is a moral sliding of, oh, this is
Hey,
allowed.
I think if they
Correct.
want to get married, fuck it, let them
Right.
deal with
And 30 years ago, that was
Who cares?
okay. But now there are
Yeah, I
people
don't
now
care.
that are
Doesn't
advocating
affect me.
for land love, maps.
Yeah.
And that's a
Oh well,
direct.
that's come on, man.
But
That's
no,
now you're
it's
crossing the boundary, homie.
no. It's a direct idea of letting societal norms slip, and you let them slip a little bit, and then I'm not saying it's bad or good. It's just it's the fucking way it is. Chaos, whatever you want to call it, entropy, you want to call it family values, whatever. But when somebody says, "Well, this is okay now," it's okay. Well, okay, that's okay. So why can't we have? Oh, I'm a trans, because see now, if you notice, gay people are nothing anymore. They're not a big thing anymore. Matter of fact, they're part of the problem. Gay men are now considered part of the problem because they're still men. See, now it's trans. It's further. You got to push it further. It's progress, and people don't want to go and go.
Then you're gonna have that.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Minor.
Well, that's what he just talked about. Maps, yes, minor attractive people. Yeah. That's
Well,
what I'm
what's
saying.
wrong with
That's
having drag queens in
Well, then-
schools?
yo, that's
No.
drawing the line, bro.
Yeah.
That's
And there
going
are a
too
lot of
far.
gay people that go, "Hey, that's fucked up. That's off." But
Hell yeah, there's
I
a lot
guess
of
my
gay people
point
that
is
don't
that
like
you have to realize that just the same thing with drugs, all the drug stuff. Oh, we legalized marijuana. Once they legalize marijuana, it's only inevitable for them to start legalizing everything else. It's the same thing with alcohol. I mean, alcohol is different. Alcohol is like a whole fucking own goddamn like.
Yeah, but
wine
even
was-
like absinthe, they had to legalize it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember in the 70s, no alcoholic commercials on TV. No, we didn't see any. We saw beer commercials. We never saw fucking hard liquor commercials on TV because they couldn't play them.
But they
then,
advertised cigarettes back then, didn't they?
Yes, and now they can't but so
So it's a little bit, a little backwards.
Well, I guess my point is that but now you can so things slip and progress, quote unquote progress, had this conversation with a friend because some people are really literally think progress is
Well,
good no matter
it's
what.
it's
Yeah.
naturally human to fall into debauchery, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you're not
Yeah.
careful,
Yeah.
you got to be able to have a shut off switch at some point, I would think.
Well,
that's the
but
point.
yeah, it's not, and that's the thing is that things slip, and that's why when I was young, as a 20-year-old, I actually really did not like reality TV. I said it's the downfall of society, and I actually said that, and people were like, "Ooh, that's really old lady-ish," and it was, but it's true because everybody started thinking about on those terms.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're doing in your personal life.
Well,
Now it has to be.
and devaluing people to get ahead.
Yep.
Yeah,
was what
true.
I was talking about.
Yep.
Was
Narcissism
that.
as well, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. I know I'm
Exactly.
going back to that
Exactly.
crap again, but it's just so
I mean, it's
goddamn
crazy.
everywhere.
Like they say that the reason the Kardashians are at big at all is because of the original sex tape with Kim.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
That's
yeah.
the reason. That's the reason why they're so huge now is because of some stupid sex tape way back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, that's what blew them up,
Yeah.
and from there, just they took off. So
And that's the way unfortunately our society has progressed.
And that's sinful. That's
And because boundaries, because you can't have boundaries. You can't not do anything you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like
right.
And part of it
says who though? Says who though?
And part of it is like with marriage and other things like that, is that the real reasons why homosexuals want marriage, they want the benefits of the laws. Doesn't matter if there were no goddamn government laws about marriage, no, they wouldn't give a flying fuck about it.
And
They would call it whatever it is. But the point is, it's not about the sanctity of marriage for them. For people who are actually believe in the sanctity of marriage, it is.
Right.
But for them, it's not about it. I'm
No.
sorry.
No,
If it were,
back in the 90s, they talked about civil unions.
Yeah,
and I think basically having the same rights as married people. And
maybe that was just
I'm
for
right
law
with that.
purposes.
Yeah, you're all right with that. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I don't see anything wrong with calling marriage a bond between a male and a female, a man and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't it be marriage? Like I've mentioned that a long time ago.
That's hilarious.
Whatever you want to fucking call it. Why can't there be a different civil union, marriage? But why can't marriage? It's not. No, it's why can't marriage be the sacred bond between procreating individuals who are trying to build a family and trying to bring on the next generation together?
No,
and face
say
the
a
world
man
together.
and a woman. Fuck this.
Exactly.
Or even two
man and
gay
woman.
people. Like obviously if
what is a
raising,
woman?
hey, if they're raising a kid, shit. I mean, there's a lot of gay couples that adopt. So
and there's a lot of gay couples who do it intravenous.
Yeah,
and I work with actually a few of them, and they're lovely people, and they're the last people that would make a noise about gay marriage,
right? Like they're not the ones out there yelling and picketing and
because they just want to be acknowledged for
that's what
being
it used to
who
be.
they are.
It used to be I just want to be left alone. Just leave me alone.
Yeah. Just let me be me.
But now it's I need to tell you my sexuality when I meet you. Hi, I'm Jim. I'm a pansexual.
Yeah. It's like the Uber driver I had that brought me to your house that day, cruise control.
Yeah.
The guy
the
that
Uber driver
I didn't realize the motherfucker had a dress on. And what did he tell me? He was non-binary or some shit.
And he had to tell him that as the Uber driver driving him from the airport to my apartment that he had to tell him. Why did he have to tell him? Because if he wouldn't have known. Exactly. But
and
you
it
had
wasn't
to know.
until cruise control said,
he
he
tell
had a dress
you, man,
on, right?
because if he didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, and that wouldn't reinforce his identity, Max.
Right.
He had to tell you so you can go, wow, good God, I'm reinforcing your idea of yourself.
I just assumed he was a gay dude. I just thought he was a gay guy.
And then you could have said, oh, that's cool. I'm a heterosexual blind man.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That's
exactly.
That's it.
I have a client who is
I'm a cisgender heterosexual blind man.
Right.
So my client is so funny. He's like he's so gay, and I just love this man to death. And he comes in every couple of weeks, and he's like, so do they ever ask you if you know other blind people? I'm like, oh my God,
Oh, hell
all
no,
the
you
time.
went there.
And so he's like, yeah, they all do that to me. So and
So it's a
he
gay
is
motherfucker. He must know him.
he is the gayest person in the world. I love him.
Do you know
And
Boy George?
and,
You know,
and he's well, I have a gay friend. He lives in the city. Maybe you know him. I don't live in the city, sweetheart. I don't know him. You know,
so he gets that shit. See, that's what we're
He gets
talking
the same
about. That's
stuff,
bullshit.
yeah.
so so we
Oh, you're gay?
and,
Oh, you must know so and so.
Oh, you
and we
all
were
know each
talking
other,
about
don't you?
we were talking about something, and I said, yeah, it's really hard, and I gotta get this done, and I'm blind. He's like, well, Homer was blind. Don't you know him?
Don't you know
I'm
him?
like,
So
oh,
he did
you
the same.
son of a
Hold up,
bitch.
he did the same thing to you, or was he joking? Is he
He was
being
joking.
funny?
He was totally joking.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I'm like,
okay.
you son of a bitch. He's like, oh, Homer. And he's like, and then Milton. And I said, well, Helen Keller too. Oh no, she's a bad listener. She doesn't listen.
Oh, ching.
That's wrong.
Wow.
I don't know if I like
Yeah,
that.
that bitch never listens. She
He's
never
like,
pays
and
attention.
she talks with her hands. I just don't think that.
Yes.
I don't know if I like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think it's wrong. You used that
Hey,
joke. It was
I
insensitive.
I get
know.
that shit all the
I
time.
know.
Pretends,
You know, it's what the
pretends she
sensitive.
can't see very well either.
But you guys know what a fake holiday is? Christmas.
Christmas is not a fake fucking holiday.
Well, that was a joke because it was like,
No.
ha ha ha, Christmas is a fake holiday.
No.
I wanted to go, God damn, if anybody said anything about any other fucking religion,
Can I have
fucking progress bullshit, you fucking lying.
Hey, you know what you should have done? You should have
Okay.
yelled out Kwanzaa.
Although,
Okay.
Then I love that.
Yes.
We're
there
gonna
are
play that
some,
game.
there are some religious people that figure that Jesus wasn't born in December. He was actually
Well,
born
he
like in the
wasn't. He
spring
wasn't. He
or
wasn't.
whatever.
He was born in the spring. We all know that.
That the idea of Christmas and handing out gifts, the thing that we do all the time, and that whole business is very what do you call it? Dang it! I
Greed.
lost the word.
It's
Pagan?
greed. It's
No,
corporate greed.
I lost the word. Dang it! Oh,
I hate when that happens.
shoot.
Can I please just
Yeah.
have Christmas? Just give me Christmas. Just
Oh,
I don't. Please.
I don't mind that.
This year is shitty.
Christmas is on my birthday. My birthday's on Christmas. I'll
Yeah,
give you
oh yeah,
that.
birthmas. That's right. I was wishing
Can,
Merry
can we
Birthmas,
just
don't I?
let me have fucking Christmas? Just I don't ask much, but give me Christmas.
Merry.
It's pagan. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
So
I'm happy
it's the
pagan
birth of-
Christmas.
The birth of Louie Loke is actually
Lokemas.
the true self is birthmas.
And so it was Lokemas.
And what happened?
No, you know what's
No
you know what's
more
really- you know what's-
faggotry.
Yeah, right. And
You
no
can't
more
have sex
trans,
with your son.
So
no
Harry,
more trans pans, fans.
and a happy New Year.
No minor attracted people.
Hell no.
Well, I would
Fucking-
say that too, but that's
Yeah, no polyamory. It's Lokemas.
Lokemas. Yeah.
No more debauchery.
Lokemas.
There you go.
Lokemas. Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Sounds
All right,
gangster.
so
I love
you know what's-
back to
yeah.
Lucas.
You know it's a funny thing. No matter what time of year, every once in a while I'll catch myself either humming or singing. Oh, Christmas tree, it's for no reason at all. No reason at all. I'm just like,
I love that song.
I'm gonna tell you what mine is, and you're gonna hate me when it
Oh,
when
yeah?
it comes up. It's
dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Christmas.
Oh, Jadel.
Which one? Hold up. No, hold on. Chris
I
Control.
want for Christmas.
Oh God. That's
Oh.
come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I
You
know you
like
don't
that
like
one?
that.
Not because I like it, because it just it didn't sound like
It just
it.
catches on. It just
Ah,
catches
Sometimes
on.
I hear that.
Yeah,
My,
that is pretty
wait,
far
wait,
from
wait,
song.
wait. No.
my wife actually loves that song. So
No.
I
Seriously?
can't-
Whoa.
No, I
Actually, you know what?
can't.
You know what my jam is? It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's my shit right there, man. Fuck what you talking about.
It does sound like something you know.
I
That's my
like
shit.
all of them. I like Frosty. I like
My
Frosty,
favorite.
have yourself a
Sleigh
Merry
bells,
Christmas.
Is the all I
Silver
want.
Bells.
Mine is the All I Want for Christmas Mariah Carey song remade
Yeah.
by
Oh.
Bruce Hornsby.
No.
Yeah,
By Bruce
No,
Hornsby.
no.
All I
No.
want for Christmas is something.
Actually, it'd probably be better if Bruce
All I want
Hornsby
for
did it,
Christmas
but
is
that's
you.
that would
I
probably
think,
be, you know what, it'd
I
probably be
think Bruce
better.
Hornsby
All I
would
want
do
for
a, great,
Christmas.
a
I bet you
better
Bruce,
job.
if Bruce Hornsby
I would
did that,
actually
it would be a
go
better
to
song.
that.
I'm guessing it would be.
All right.
No.
Oh, for
Oh, man.
Christmas is
I
my
think
two front teeth.
Jingle bells, jingle
No,
bells, jingle
I love
bells.
Christmas. Don't ruin Christmas.
I think
Jingle
it's that
bells.
part. It's
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle
No,
bells.
don't ruin Christmas.
that's when the bells are ringing.
There's only one song.
That's what we do.
There's-
Anything.
There's only one song that my wife hates, and I'm trying to remember what it is right now. It's one of those Christmas songs that comes on all the time. It's mainly because when you're in a store, you hear it. And I can't think
Yeah.
of it.
Well, yeah. Is
damn,
it
that
the
narrows it
Paul
down,
McCartney one?
No,
Okay. Is that one's really
that's the one. That's
I
the
fucking
one.
hate that
Yeah,
song.
That's the
it
one.
is. It is the Paul
That's
McCartney
the
one.
one.
That's
It's
a
the
horrible
least-
song.
that's a terrible
Simply
song.
having
Pew, pew,
a
pew,
Christmas
pew.
time.
Pew,
The
pew,
word's
pew,
up.
pew, pew, pew.
I didn't know
that's
that was
a-
Paul
that is a
The
McCartney.
word
garbage-ass
is
song.
out around the
That's
town.
fucking garbage.
Oh
dude.
wait, there's that other
Yeah.
one.
My wife hates that one. We'll
Was it-
I
be
hate that one.
having a wonderful Christmas. She hates that one.
I think the Beatles should have just left Christmas alone, man. Like, what was the other one?
Well,
The
They-
Beatles should have
no.
left half the shit alone.
They should have left him alone at the point.
Except for
Lord.
Maxwell Silverhammer. for
Did
obvious reasons.
they know it's Locust time?
That wasn't the Beatles. That was
bullshit. That was another fucking bunch of
oh yeah.
celebrities getting together, stroking themselves off, making
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
We Are
yeah.
the World Christmas song.
Oh yeah.
All right, what year are we doing, guys? I'll look it up while we're looking.
Yes, sir.
What year are we looking
Well,
at?
I
what
like
year
It's
were you
Christmas
born?
time in Hollis, Queens.
Oh, that was
What year
dope.
were you born?
75. Oh shit.
Oh shit, we're
90
doing 75. Oh,
Okay.
shit. Let's see.
75.
Let's see how many of these
1975.
songs we actually.
I thought he was
recognize,
born in
guys.
74.
That guy was born in 75. Don't
That's
play.
we'll honor his delusion just right now, just because we don't want to upset him, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do
Oh,
that.
man.
I feel like that's
We
the way
prefer-
to do it. So 1975.
75.
All right.
What we got?
No, it's going to be a bit. So basically,
Okay.
anything
So
else we
that's
want to talk
nuts.
about?
On September
What else did I
21st,
have? There was something
1975.
else.
Let's talk about faggotry. No, I'm just kidding.
You're never
Hey,
going
wait,
to
You
get.
know what? You stole that word from me, didn't you, man? Because I
No.
say that shit.
No, I
Come
did not
on,
steal it
Pippin.
from you. I swear I didn't steal it from you.
I don't know, dude. That
I thought
sounds
you-
like
I-
something that I would say
I
because
thought-
I
I
do.
thought you-
I have said it before.
I thought you liked the fags,
Yeah.
Maxwell.
Man, look, I'll make jokes about it. It's all funny to me, but in reality, I don't care if someone's gay, man. As long as they're not forcing it on me, I'm good, man. Do not force your shit on me. That's all I gotta say. Don't try to.
Do not force your shit on
Don't
me.
try to.
Yeah,
don't
shit.
try to
Well, actually, that's what ass fucking does. It forces their shit on you, literally.
well, that,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, it forces
it actually
you into
does.
their.
It
It
actually
forces
does.
you into their shit. It could be, you know. I mean,
It forces
depending
you into their shit. Yeah.
on whatever you
It
got
really-
going on.
Truly does.
Seriously, it forces
Sorry to say.
shit on you. Oh, really, literally.
It could.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I guess I don't know if some dudes shit when they get fucked in the ass. I'm not sure. I
Oh,
wouldn't know.
oh my God.
Fucking, it's an exit only, kids. Just it's
Yeah.
okay. There's a reason why diseases are spread.
It's
Reason why
an accident only.
there's a reason why monkeypox and a lot of other diseases are spread that way. It's called the blood barrier. It's called blood vessels.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn.
And when you ram it with something hard and thick, then it's gonna cause you to have
Damn.
bleeding. And that boys and girls causes diseases to spread because there you go.
I think you're going very close to home for Koala. She keeps making noises when you're talking about that.
Oh yeah, see what's it causes the blood vessels to bulge in your butthole. And
Yeah, I gotta.
okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Oh.
I gotta deal with my clients.
Oh,
Uh,
oh God! What do they fart like bubbles of semen, and you got to dodge
Yeah.
them?
yeah.
You ever get shot by a fucking
It's like it
cum
makes a
shot?
sound.
Oh my
It
god.
pops out.
Oh my god.
Got hit in the face by a cum bubble. That was
1975. Anybody?
Right. Can we
1975.
do this?
It's the first time you guys actually wanted to start this show because usually are like, God damn. Man.
Well,
I was
actually,
like,
no,
let's go.
because I want to make sure that we get through this because, like I said, my internet's been spreading its butt
Okay,
cheeks.
cool. All right, so let's go to night. Let's go to start at 20. Oh God, I'm not gonna know any of these. This is from
Me
September
neither.
27th, 1975. So it's like the week after you're born. So we'll go with that one.
Oh, okay.
It'll be just about the same as the week before. 20th is America by the band America, Daisy Jane, or maybe it's
yeah.
I know that song.
How's it
Flying
go?
me back to Memphis.
Yeah.
Gotta meet my. Oh, that was a 19. Oh, that was 75, huh? Most of
75.
my-
Yeah,
And you said it was September 20th.
I love
September
that song.
27th. Let me see if I can go
Oh,
back
27th.
one.
So the day before my mom's
I
birthday,
love
which
that
is funny.
song.
Yeah, that's a great
I have
song.
it.
I
Yeah.
like that. I do too.
I love that band.
song. That's a good song.
See, this
I think-
is why we do this because
I think it's gonna go back to. I think it's gonna go back to the 20th. No, you're gonna go back to. The 20th?
I'm gonna see if I can go
Flying
back to
me
20th.
to Memphis.
It'll be close. It's
Gotta
close to
meet
that.
my
Daisy
Daisy Jane. Yep, that's my jam. I like that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good song. That's a good song.
That's actually
Hell
a great
yeah.
band. We listened to that
Yeah.
one night. The Americans actually a really good band.
Yeah, they're a
They're-
good
They're
band.
pretty damn
Love them.
pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's see what's maybe it might be higher on the chart. So number 20 America was 21 last time, the Daisy Jane song.
Okay.
Now in the new 20 is Morris Albert Feelings. Oh my
Huh?
God, it can't be Feelings.
No.
Nothing more than feelings.
Okay, that's a garbage
Oh
ass
dear.
song.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's America's national anthem, the the West national
All right,
anthem.
well,
Everything's about feelings.
That's bad. That's bad.
All right.
19 is Dickie Goodman. That what a name. Mr. Jaws. What the fuck?
I don't know that one.
Mr. Jaws and me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mr. Jaws. I don't think Jaws was even invented.
Dickie
Oh,
Goodman,
boy.
Mr. Jaws. Like,
It came out in 75.
yeah.
Jaws, the actual
Right.
movie came out in 75.
The movie Jaws came out in
Exactly.
75? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
Let's see. There's a couple good ones on here, but 19 is Paul Anka and Odia Coates. I believe there's nothing stronger than our love.
I don't
Uh,
recognize
The
that
fucking
one.
names of songs in the 70s.
I'm gonna pull some of these up, man, I think, later.
stronger than our love. What kind of fucking name of a song? Cut it
That sounds-
down.
Sounds
Than our
kinda cheesy.
love, or nothing stronger, or something.
Goodness.
The whole name. I believe there's nothing stronger than our love is our song. I don't.
That's a long ass title too.
I
Because
believe there's nothing stronger than our love because our love is great and it's amazing. What a
a
great
lot
title.
of titles are shorter now. I know that.
Yeah,
So,
and less cheese-tastic. Number
Yeah.
17 is the Carpenters, Solitaire.
Oh, yeah.
what?
Okay.
I know the Carpenters, but I don't
I
know
know.
that song. Solitaire.
Yeah.
It's not the
Mm,
Laura Branigan remake, is it? Solitaire and God so lonely.
It might be.
No.
I can find out though. If you want me to look it up real quick.
The Carpenters, huh? That song I don't recognize by
Let me
them.
go here and see.
Thought I knew everything Carpenters.
I thought I knew.
Thought I do everything Carpenters.
I thought I knew everything.
Obviously
Carpenters.
not. You don't know shit.
Wow.
You don't know
Listen,
solitaire.
motherfucker.
You don't know solitaire.
Let me tell you something.
You don't know a
downloaded-
solitary. You don't know
Listen.
a solitary thing about the Carpenters.
let me just have you all know something. I downloaded the Carpenters' greatest hits. Hey,
How
I
do you
bet you
not
that
know
was
this
a.
fucking
I
song,
bet you
man?
that was a 50-year-old's good time.
hell yeah, it was.
Yep.
Well, those were a lot of the
Oh.
women that I was
He's,
going.
he's
on.
all, he's all,
So,
he's
you
all
know.
drinking. I can just see him in his room drinking red wine, just crying.
What are you talking about? He said a 50-year-old's good time.
Oh, that's
That's
terrible.
where a lot of the women I was trying to get at the time.
That's true.
Remember, I was in my
He's playing
30s.
the Carpenters like yo,
You've only
Oh.
drank my
you've only
cup.
you've only just begun. Oh,
Spring on your tonsils, bitch.
All right, number 16
That's
is
terrible.
the Orleans. Dance with me.
Oh, dance with me.
Da, da,
I
da,
want to
da,
be
da,
your
da,
partner.
Oh, that song pisses me off.
Well, all right.
What doesn't piss you off?
What do you mean? But no,
You know what? You know what that
Bruce
song makes you
Hornsby,
do?
every top 20, there's one song that's gonna piss her off, and there
You
it
know what
is.
that song makes you do? It makes you
Oh,
do the number
does that not
15.
piss you off?
What's
Dance
number?
with me. Da, 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 da,
I
da,
mean,
da, da.
it's
I
kind
don't
of
mind it.
dumb, but it
It's all
doesn't
right.
piss me
I
off.
think it's kind of a
Well,
cool song. Dance
maybe
with
you need
me.
It's kind of like
Maybe you need to be pissed off.
it's
While
gonna
you blow me underneath this tree.
What's number 15,
All right.
man?
Number
I'll be
15
calm. I'll
will
be
make
calm.
you do a little dance, make a little love.
Oh, that's a good song.
And
Do a little
get down.
dance.
See, that
Get down
doesn't
tonight.
piss me off.
Casey and the
That's what
Sunshine
pisses you off
Band.
too.
Yeah,
Right?
that's got such a
Damn.
funky beat.
That's a dope ass.
That
That's
doesn't
Casey and the
piss me
Sunshine
off.
Band, isn't it?
Make a little love,
Get
get
down
down
tonight.
tonight. Boom,
That's a
boom,
cool
boom,
song,
boom,
man.
get
I like
down
that
tonight.
song. I like that
Yeah.
song. Okay.
All right.
Casey and the Sunshine Band. All right.
14 is amazing rhythm aces.
He's been hanging out with those theater fags too much.
Third rate romance. It's the amazing rhythm
Amazing?
aces. Third rate romance.
I don't know that song. I'm gonna have to look
I
that
don't
one up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and this
Okay.
is the song. This is the Maxwell song. It's Helen Reddy, 13. Ain't no way to treat a lady.
What? You know, way to treat
I don't know if I know that one either.
Helen Reddy. Helen is ready.
I'm gonna have to
Helen's
look
ready.
these- I'm gonna look
Ain't
these
no
songs
way.
up, dude.
Helen
Should
Keller is
treat
ready.
it.
Helen Keller's ready. Damn.
Helen
Okay.
Keller's
I told her.
ready.
She talks too much with her hands.
She
And
does.
she never shuts
She
up.
doesn't listen.
Sorry.
You're right.
She does not listen. Terrible listener.
Next
Damn.
is Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. I don't know which that one is.
That one I don't recognize. I know a lot of Earth, Wind, and
What?
Fire, but that one I don't recognize. Do you
He
know
thought
that
he
one?
knew
Paula?
everything.
No.
He thought he knew. He
Oh,
thought he
okay.
knew everything. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I thought
He
I did
did.
too. I was like, I'm pretty well versed in Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I guess
Oh,
not.
I love Philip Bailey. I
Oh
love
yeah,
him.
Philip Bailey's dope.
Oh. Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. You
Oh,
You'll never get it.
You will not.
All right.
Children
next-
of the ghetto.
Next is a really annoying song that people still think is cool because, oh my God, it's the Ballroom Blitz. It's a sweet.
Oh.
Fucking hate
Which one?
Oh, I hate that song.
The Ballroom Blitz.
Did we
I think
not
it's
all
all-
hate
it's
that?
Ah,
Did
hell
we
no.
not all hate that?
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a horrible song.
I
Yeah, that's
feel like
barf.
we all hated it, and then it made it back.
Somehow it came back.
I don't know.
Yep.
Somebody brought
It
it
did.
back.
It did because of what's that movie?
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
we-
They had
we
it in
all
Wayne's
hated
World.
it. Yeah,
Fucking hate that
terrible
song, dude.
Okay, yeah, that
It's
was
like
ass song.
feeling hot, hot, hot. That's stupid.
Oh,
fucking
that's
song.
a barf song too. Yep.
Yeah.
right.
Next is feel like making love.
Oh,
Making
Oh, Roberta
love
Flack.
to You bad.
no,
Company.
no. Feel like making
Bad
love.
Company.
No,
Bad
no,
Feel
no.
like making love.
It's Bad Company.
Yeah, bad company. Yeah.
Is that Bad
It's
Company?
Bad Company.
Yep.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought that was
Oh, they
some other
did?
group. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
oh, they
Feel
felt
like
like they
making
felt like doing it.
Feel like making.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Feel
Okay,
like
they felt like it.
making
Okay.
love of your
Oh,
booty.
Yep.
Real life. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is Bad Company. All right, cool.
Take them in the backyard, little motherfucker.
In the backyard.
Take 'em-
Let the livestock fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
Boom, boom.
Freddie Fender is next. Number 9, the stupid fucking 60s, 70s name. Freddie Fender.
What's
Wasted Days and Wasted Nights?
you know what I've heard the name?
Oh,
The dude
oh.
I
sounds,
have too.
He kind of sounds like like an Aaron Neville. That's probably who Aaron Neville ripped off.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I've heard of that
that's-
song though. Wasted
Yeah.
days and wasted nights.
Mhm.
Okay, I've
Mhm.
heard the dude's name though. Yeah.
Yeah. So next up
People
is-
often ask me to play like Freddie Fender on the piano, and I'm
Oh,
like,
you've
I don't
been-
know.
really?
you've been asked
Okay.
to
See, that's
play-
a cool.
okay.
I don't know what
Let's
I don't know what he plays, but and they say, well,
Yeah,
wasted days and
it's
wasted
that
nights.
Oh, okay. Well, you check it out.
Next
All
up
right,
is Hamilton, Joe, Frank, and Reynolds.
Oh,
Fallen in Love.
baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. Okay, I know the song.
Oh,
Wow. You
Um,
sure it's
I
not?
know the song.
Shit.
That's a good song.
No, it's okay.
Nah.
Wow.
It's not
Wow.
it's not that one. It's not
No,
what Cruise
it's
Control is saying.
baby, falling in love. I'm falling,
Falling
in love again.
again.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
what's the one that says what
Oh,
Cruise
that's
Control
that's
is.
that's the Spinners.
You're falling in love. Okay, that's the Spinners. Okay.
That's the Spinners. Yep.
Okay. All right. Good job. Okay, we got that settled. All
I
right.
got that one.
Good
Next
job,
is
50-year-old.
Yep. Good job.
Shit.
Next is David Guetta's "Run Joey Run."
I don't know
I
that
don't
one.
know. That's the
Uh,
oh.
No.
Next is our
It's
favorite
it's
artist
the
ever.
cousin of C Spot
Who?
Run.
Number 6 is Barry Manilow. Could it be magic?
See that one I don't
Oh.
recognize by him.
Could it be magic? I know. I remembered. I know. I'd hear. We know it if we.
Are
heard
you
it.
sure? Are you sure it's not? Couldn't this be magic? No,
No, that's not Barry Manilow.
What is
Could it be magic?
That's Do You Believe in Magic is what that one is.
Okay, there you go.
That one
That's
that song's
America.
pretty dope. I
That's
actually
actually
like that
America.
song.
No,
Yeah, I
that's
like that
America.
song. That
though.
song's
Yeah,
good.
this is
All
a
right.
very
Well,
Manilow.
what
Yeah,
about
could
what
it
about
be
everything?
magic?
Everything she does is
something.
magic. No.
Oh, yes, please.
One of the most overrated singers.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, Sting. Yeah, yeah.
Not a musician. He's a great musician, but singing, I just
But
never.
singing, he sucks.
It sounds like he's taking a shit.
Yeah.
Everything she does is doesn't. Yeah,
I only have this kind of voice.
he does kind of sound like he's taking a shit, doesn't he?
When you walk in fields of gold.
Or every step you take,
Oh,
every
can't
bow
you?
you break.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Number 3 is the Isley Brothers "Fight the Power."
Oh, that's a good song.
Oh,
Fight the powers that be. Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
song. Actually, that's a good
That
song.
reminds me
Yeah.
of Public Enemy's "Fight the Power."
Well, that's probably where they got it from. It was Isley Brothers.
Really? It was back in
No.
"Fight the Power."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fight the power. Yeah.
that's a great song. Bum 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 bum. Yep,
Yeah, you don't want to go through the whole thing, but yeah, it's good.
that's a great song.
Okay. Number
Trust
4
us.
is John Denver. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
Huh?
not,
okay, I don't know that
I'm
one.
sorry, so sorry. That's not that one, is it?
It's
No.
not that one. I don't think so.
No.
But
Oh,
it's
God,
John
no.
Denver. He's rolling on no one.
Well, we know enough John Denver shit.
Oh.
No,
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I used to
No.
drink heavily and beat up my. No.
What about his cousin Bob Denver?
Bob Denver. Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
wait a minute.
My
He was on an
Bob Denver.
cousin.
Yeah, he was on an island.
La,
for a while.
Yeah, he was on an island.
Oh dear.
Is
With-
that the
with the
guy that did
professor and
Driving
Marilyn.
Home for Christmas? I think there's a dude.
Yes,
Yeah,
Gilligan.
that's him, huh? That's his cousin.
Gilligan.
Gilligan. Bob Denver is
Gilligan.
Gilligan.
Oh, I'm tripping. Okay. Well, no, because there's a motherfucker. Oh, Mike Denver. That's who I'm thinking of. Never mind. I'm okay. Never mind.
All right, number 3 is Janice Ian at 17.
What?
Huh?
Oh,
Sounds like
you know what?
The
I
fuck?
think I know the song you're talking about. At 17. Da, 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 da.
He just sings little lyrics and then he says, "Yeah, I know
I know that song.
Yeah.
He goes,
No, I don't know
da,
all the damn lyrics to it, but I know
He
a few.
knows them all.
I can hear it in my head, but yeah, okay. But anyway, that's who that is.
He
At
just
17.
claims he knows. He just claims he knows all the songs. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like at 17.
Oh, it's 70.
I lost it. Next number 2 is your brother in the mid 2000s, Max. It's I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
Oh,
Glenn
Campbell. Glenn Campbell. Yes, sir. Grindstone Cowboy. Okay, that was number 2. Damn.
Oh, I
Okay.
love that guy. Okay.
That's right. That's funny as hell. All right, what's number 1, man?
And
What we got?
appropriate for our 7 sins discussion, everything else. It was
Uh-oh.
David Bowie. Fame.
Oh, fame.
You're
So
fucking kidding me.
So a
That's
day
hilarious.
before you were
I-
born.
Fame.
Fame.
That
But
beat
you know
is-
what?
That one.
But you know what though? You know what I'm tripping on though?
Hmm.
You remember how Vanilla Ice got into this big old beef with David Bowie with the Under Pressure song
Yep,
and,
yep.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that whole thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, come to find out, David Bowie has been doing covers for songs for his whole career. So like why was he tripping? Why did he care? Like even the song Fame is not his. You know what I mean?
Oh, somebody did Fame before him?
I
Mhm,
believe so,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that was a David Bowie first. But then again,
No, he's never
Oh.
done first.
He's never
interesting.
done first. He's always done covers. So why would he get mad at Vanilla Ice for taking his song and just like revamping it and messing with it?
Interesting.
When that's all he does for his whole career.
You know what my favorite
Ah.
David Bowie song is, and it goes back to the Christmas songs.
Hmm.
Is the one with him and Bing Crosby singing Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, of his because not of his. Like I like actually blue. I think there's a couple of
But
you know what?
But
He's another artist that I didn't like at all when I was a kid.
And now you start to kind of appreciate his music a little bit.
A little bit more like "Girl in Blue Jeans." I
know, but
in blue jeans.
that song, that
Yeah,
song.
Fame.
No, Drummer Boy.
Oh yeah,
I
it's a cool
Seriously.
version of the song. It's him and
Yeah.
It's a Christmas song. I thought you said you like Christmas.
It's so boring.
The way they sing it is really good. Like they do a combo. You should listen to it. And then
But you
Bing
just
Crosby.
said, let
after
me
he
have
beats his-
Christmas, and now
Yeah.
all of a sudden, now it's a big
Exactly.
problem.
I mean, it was right
I
after
don't like his version of Christmas.
David
Bowie can do it.
David Bowie held Bing Crosby's kids down while he smacked them, and then they did a Christmas song.
Okay. All right.
on that
I'll forget
note,
that.
you know what? We should probably let's kill this because I want to make sure we get this, man. This has been a good fucking show, man. I don't want to lose it. The bitch ass fucking corporate gym internet.
Yeah.
And I apologize, guys, but I got a technician coming tomorrow, so hopefully that we're gonna resolve this stupid shit.
Well,
We'll do it.
it's all good. And hey, Koala, glad everything is better than with you, at least a
That's
little
what
bit.
I'm saying.
Keep your head up and
My advice would be don't go back to the motherfucker to any of those doctors.
do what you need to do, but fuck, man, Jesus, that just sounds like a fucking nightmare. So I'm glad. At least
don't bother with
Thank
those.
you.
Hell yeah.
You're kind of getting your shit together. We're all we all.
Hey,
I'm
look,
gonna say it again.
listen, I'm supposedly 50 and she has congestive heart failure.
Mm.
But
Now you're wishing
That's it.
stuff on yourself, man.
That's
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
That's
you're
it.
you're going to hell anyways, Max.
I'm
so
going to hell
don't worry
anyway.
about
I believe in faggots. So yeah. Do you believe in faggots?
it. You believe it?
Yes.
I love you for that.
I'm with that note.
On that note, fuckers,
this has been the Nothing Sacred Show birthday show for Maxwell, 21st of September.
and thank you guys for celebrating
2024.
with me too, by the way.
Absolutely, man. I'm Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loeb.
I'm Koala.
And
that's
that's
the
the
story
Story there.
Bitches. Happy birthday.
See y'all.
Yeah.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.